members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I'd like to welcome us all to the official soft launch of Kolomoni. We're not starting officially just yet, but we're getting started nonetheless. And on that note, before we go any further, before we say anything, I'd like us to do a quick exercise amongst ourselves before I even do my introductions and then do introductions properly into the event. Now, I'm standing here right now. In just a few minutes, I'm going to be with you amongst the table and around you. So please get ready for me to be a nuisance, to be a friend, to be a disturbance, to be a stress to you. Anyways, either ways, we're getting started already, and we're starting with something very remarkable, something very interesting. I'm challenging us, look to your left and to your right. You find somebody seated next to you, and you're going to greet them in a very special way. You're greeting somebody seated next to you as you would greet where you're from. That is, in the language of the place of your birth, the language of the place of your origin, the language and dialect of the place where you're from. So I'm going to be counting to 3. We're still going to take this exercise when the hall is much fuller. But for those of us that are here now, let's just see it as expo, an insight into the exams before the exam starts at all. So look to your left and to your right. At the count of 3, you greet somebody seated next to you in the language of the place where you're from. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's have it. Let's have it. 1, 2, 3. I can hear our voices. I can't hear our voices. I'm coming down there. I like the fact that we're all chorusing something, one thing or the other. And I'm glad that the sound has been done so well that wherever I walk into in this hall, I can always use the microphone, and you can use the microphone as well. As you can see, my voice is very loud. You can hear me even outside of this hall. So when I come to you, all you have to do now is greet us all in the language you've greeted somebody seated next to you here today. I'm going to start with you, madam. How are you doing, ma? I'm going to bell the cat with you. What's the name?
I'm Dolakpo.
Dolakpo, how are you doing today? Fantastically well. Where are you from?
Kogi State.
Amazing. Make some noise if you are from Kogi State. Make some noise if you're from Kogi State in the house. Kogi people are not many. So greet us as you would greet as a Kogi girl.
Ekuro.
Ekuro. Kogi people, are we agreeing with that? Is that how you greet if you're from Kogi? Ekuro. Okay, I'm going to take one more person and then I'll move to the other side of the hall. I'm glad we're having more people join us already. Ladies and gentlemen, your excellencies, welcome to the soft launch of Kolomoni. I'm going to be doing another lady here. I'm glad I say lady, I'm doing again. How are you doing, ma? What's the name and where you from?
My name is Otabo Messi.
Amazing. Messi from Edo State. Oba Atokwe, hey. He say, now you are going to greet all of us as you greet as a proud Edo girl.
Okay, we say Lakun. That's when I say Lakun, or I say Wayena, like Wayena is how are you? Then you now say Oyese, I'm fine, thank you.
All right, so wait, you're not sitting out yet. Please rise again. We're always saying what? Oyese. So please, whatever she says, whether you hear it or not, for the sake of the fun of this, we're all going to chant in response to her and say, Oyese. Are we ready? Ladies and gentlemen, are we ready to say Oyese? Amazing. Let's have it.
Wayena.
Oyese. Let's take it again.
Wayena.
Don't worry, we're getting there. We're getting started already. I said before, greet somebody seated next to you as you would greet in the language and dialect of the place where you're from. I'm coming to this brother specifically because of his cap. There's a way he has styled his cap. By all means, I want to hear from you and I want to hear your voice. What's your name and where are you from, sir?
I'm coming from Ibadan.
From Ibadan. What's your name, sir?
Akao.
Akao Omo Ibadan. Now you are going to greet all of us as a proud son of the soil. If I hear Ekaro and one basic Yoruba or standard Yoruba, we're going to fight. So you're going to greet us as Omo Ibadan, son. Are you ready? Let's have it.
Ekason.
Everybody say, ooh. Don't worry, it's not for you, it's for me. So accept the boo on your behalf. I'm going to go to somebody more interesting. Before the event started at all, this particular table, one way or the other, they had disturbed you, yes or no? They were making noise, they were all over the place. And so we're coming to, yes, noise mechanic. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Nothing. Beautiful lady, man. What's your name and where are you from?
My name is Julia Anthony. I'm from Akwa Ibom State.
Amazing. Now you're going to greet all of us as you'd greet as a proud Akwa Ibom girl. This one I don't love, so you don't think we should don't go out, so. But let's have it nonetheless.
How about you?
What's our response to Abadie? Ladies and gentlemen, for the Yoruba speakers, it is not Iyaoko. It is not Iyaoko. Idioko is not Idioko. It's Idioko. Let's have it. So Abadie, Idioko. Are we ready to say Idioko? Are we ready? Let's have it.
How about you?
All right, let's have one Ijebu person. If you are from Ijebu, raise your hand. If you are Ijebu, amazing. What's your name? We don't need to ask where you are from. We know you are from Ijebu. What's your name, ma?
My name is Oriyomi.
Oriyomi, but not Hamzat. Abi? Amazing. Now you greet us as a proud daughter of Ijebu. Oju the Oba people, we know. So if you give us what's not Ijebu, we'll catch you. Are you ready? Let's have it. Amazing stuff. I'll take one more person. If you are from Ekiti State, Ekiti, I'm proud. Raise your hand. If you're Ekiti, just Ekiti and he's not proud, we'll fight too. All right, let's have it. What's your name? You're from Ekiti. What's your name, please?
My name is Nimi. Omo Ekiti. Nia.
Wait. Allow Nimi do her thing. Let's catch her. If we're going to... Jibola, thank you. Bye-bye. Omo Ekiti, man, ba mi loju je o. To ba ti ba loju je, ba everybody loju je niye. Can we have it from you? Greet all of us as you greet as someone from Ekiti State.
Okun o. Iyara o.
Can you see? She greeted... You know when you're Yoruba people, especially when you're growing up, right? There's been instances where you were learning between Ekabo and Ekule. A lot of times you'll be coming from outside and then you'll be greeting people at home that Ekabo instead of saying Ekule. That's exactly what's happened to her now. Correct yourself next time. It is what? Iyokuo. And then we'll answer. All right, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome also properly to the soft launch of Kolomoni. Before I introduce myself, I'd like to say a few words, and that is this. When we're going to start, and then yesterday I was asking the organizers that how many persons are we expecting to see here today? How many guests are we having here at the soft launch today? And I was told that we're going to be having 700 and over persons here today. And because of that, I'd like to mention something very, very important, and that is that there is something I'd like us to leave here with, something to think about. And that is that by this time next year, no matter the number of persons that are present here today, the chances are high that some persons will be struggling financially. Let me go up there to say that. Let me take it again. So I'm saying something here based on facts and statistics, and not just like my own random thoughts and things like that. And what I'm saying is that we're expected to be 700 and over here today, and that by this time next year, statistically speaking, many people in this room will be struggling financially, while many others will have made significant progress in building wealth. So the question then remains, and the one to hold as we leave here today is, what will make the difference, right? Is it luck? Or is it increase in your income? Or simply having the right financial habits and also the right financial partner? This is a question that I'm sure that at the next meeting or summit or gathering like this for Kolomoni, it will be something remarkable to look back at and see how lives have been changed because of the presence and the work from Kolomoni. Today is not just about launching another fintech company. It is about introducing a platform designed to help people save better, invest smarter, and also make good money moves seamlessly and ultimately to build wealth. Ladies and gentlemen, I make bold to say that if you are in this gathering today, you are in Africa's #1 leading financial safe space. On that note, I'd like us to please jam our hands together for ourselves, for making our way here, gathering here, seated there to enjoy the things that we're going to enjoy here today, and of course, gain wisdom, knowledge, understanding, insights as to our money and how to effectively and seamlessly, in a very good way, build wealth. Ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, on that note, I'd like to introduce myself properly. My name is Michael Badegeshi Omoadelakun. Across social media platforms, I am regarded as Lumi, Olóòtú Lumi, presenter tó yáyì, Jagunlabi tí ń parale bí ẹni para oko, sọ̀rọ̀sọ̀rọ̀ tó ń parale bí ẹni para oko. And it is my pleasure and my very, very joy to be your host, your friend, and as well the moderator for the panel session here later today. We're getting straight into things. We're doing it really fast and swift, like I've been instructed, really, really swift, sweet, and fun at the same time. However, before we go into the nitty-gritty of things and have the welcome address, there is something very important that I'd like us to observe. And for this one, whether you know the new anthem or you don't know the new anthem, don't worry. It is very simple to catch on, even in the moment. It is one of those things that you can learn on the job. Ladies and gentlemen, we're moving straight to activities here today, and we're starting with our national anthem. So please, ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, I'd like to implore us to be on our feet, as I'll be handing over to DJ Golden to please usher in the national anthem. Please, can we be on our feet? Can we rise on our feet? And not on our toes, and not on our palms, but on our feet, strong and standing well, to observe the national anthem. I'll count to 3. Again, whether you know the anthem or not, please, with all enthusiasm, all the joy in your heart, standing strong and firm as a Nigerian, regardless of whatever your experience being a Nigerian is. Strong, patriotic, and proud, we're all going to take the anthem together. DJ, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, the national anthem, the Nigerian anthem, at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
In brotherhood we stand, Nigerians old and proud to serve our sovereign motherland. Our flag shall be a symbol that truth and justice reign. In peace all battle honored, and this we count as gain. To hand unto our children a banner without stain. O God of all creation, grant this our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed, and so with peace and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed.
Jam your hands together for yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. I know it was a hassle and a tough one for so many of us, but we did it anyway. Please jam your hands together for yourselves one more time. All right, we're proceeding now to something rather remarkable. For many of us, we already know this person who I'm going to be calling on very briefly to come and give us the welcome address. However, before we get to that, there's going to be a little something. DJ Golden, are you with me? So I have, particularly for the sake of this event, I did not create it, I did not make the sound, but we found a sound that fits into the theme, topic, and functionality of this very event today. And we're going to be practicing and using that sound all the way through the event to the very end. I make bold to say that by the end of the event, I want it to be a thing across social media platforms where we're talking about that sound vis-a-vis Kolomoni and the soft launch here today. Once again, I'd like to do proper introductions to why we're here today, gathered here by Kolomoni, the entire group, the company, and organization. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I'd like to say good morning to distinguished guests, partners, members of the press, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, welcome to the official soft launch of Kolomoni. Before we go any further, I asked how many of us are going to be here today. They said 700. And I said, of those 700, whether we like it or not, it's certain by this time next year, some persons will be better financially and some persons will be struggling. The question now is, how do we go about that? And that is the main reason why we're here today. What function is Kolomoni serving in our personal lives, for our businesses, and across so many other sectors of our lives as it concerns building wealth and our finances? On that note, ladies and gentlemen, before I invite our first speaker today, I'd like to do a little something. Right after that, the DJ will play the sound. And that something is called boom. Everybody say boom. Everybody, let's say boom. Boom. I can't hear us. Let's chorus say boom. We're all going. Someone is going to hear boom here for the first signaling, the first boom. And that's going to be coming from myself. By the grace of God, I have the sum of $5,000 in Naira to give to somebody, the first person who's going to be hearing boom here today. And it's a very simple question. But to answer that question, to be qualified to answer that question, you have to, number one, own a Kolomoni account. So if you already have an account with Kolomoni, amazing. You're qualified to answer that question. The second qualification is, at the count of 3, you would run ahead here, rush all over here to answer the question. Please, for whatever reason, don't be shy. This is $5,000. It's not small money. The question is very simple. The year was 2016 when what we're looking at today and calling Kolomoni started. And it was called a particular name. 2016, it started officially and it was called a name that we all know. At the count of 3, I want just one person who has a Kolomoni account to please step forward to win the sum of $5,000. Again, I did not say dollars. So whatever it is at the end of the day. Dollars. I didn't say dollars. Please come close. Don't run away. 2016 was that year. What was the name that was given that evolved into what we're celebrating here today?
Citrus.
Okay, she said, wait, don't go. She said, is it citrus or citrus? Citrus or citrus? Come back, Ma. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll come down to you. Don't worry. I'll come to you. Don't worry. If you think the answer is not citrus, you think it's something else, you can always jump outside to steal the money from her. Let's hear from you.
Citrus.
Citrus. Hold on. I'm going to take the answer not from myself, but from her. Ma, she says citrus. Is she correct or wrong? She's wrong. My dear sister, you're dressed well, you're looking amazing. Please jam your hands together for her. It is something to even step out in front. My brother in green, let's have a man this time. So it was the year 2016. Honestly, it's a very simple thing to even say. It's very simple. It might be hard for a Yoruba person, Sha, but it's very simple. Let's have it.
Credit Assist Investment Limited.
You borrow extra shit too. What did you say it is?
Credit Assist Investment Limited.
You know I said it before. You're Yoruba man, Abi? Yes. Credit Assist. Credit Assist Investment Limited. Is it correct, please? Is it correct? Okay, they've said no. Some people are saying no. Is it correct? Look very well. Look in the audience very well. Is it correct? No, whether he did it right, but at least he got the main elements. Is it correct? They've agreed that you're correct. Do you have a Kolomoni account, sir? Please find a way to just write the account details find a way to get it to me, and you hear boom. DJ, please drop the sound so that we know what we're working with here today. I just hear boom. Whether it's credit alert or debit alert, we're all going to hear boom here, one way or the other. You just hear boom. DJ, hold it. DJ, hold it. I'm so glad to be shaking the hands of a big celebrity. I am honored. It's a big thing for me. By the grace of God, through you, I will hear boom today. You have a Kolomoni account by the grace of God. I have as well. I can even start calling my account number right away. By the grace of God, no. Now me go hear boom. Credit boom. You hear debit boom. By the grace of God here today. So whether it's credit, whether it's debit, we're going to have an exercise at the end of the event. So please make sure that your camera lenses are very clean. When we get to that, we'll do that properly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're moving on right now to the welcome address. And for this one, we spoke already about what Kolomoni is. We're getting into the nitty-gritty of that and understanding the vision of the brand, where we're headed, what the direction is. And of course, we're having a panel session here today to be moderated by myself. I'd like to say a few words before we do the welcome address. I'd like to say that we're speaking across 4 verticals. 4 verticals in the sense that we're looking at 4 aspects of Kolomoni that directly benefits us as users, as people who are transacting with Kolomoni, whether for personal use, for your business, that is for SMEs, the product itself. We're looking at what the product is and how seamless it is to use across different platforms and across different functions. Ladies and gentlemen, when we get to that river, we definitely will cross it. However, before we get to that river and cross it, I'd like to say a few words. Every great company that we know today that is doing well and is going to do well starts or begins with a vision. And behind Kolomoni is a man who has spent years. I mean, when I say years, those of us who have been following the story of this brand will attest to it that for years, the story has been building. And for me, who's a storyteller myself personally, there is something that I always hold very dear and important. And it is that you can never tell a story without an origin to the story. There is always a genesis to it, there's an exodus to it, and different parts of that journey and story. And it's amazing that we know for certain that the person who I'm about to invite soon is somebody whose story is a rather remarkable one. It's a man who has spent years building businesses that create opportunities across multiple sectors. Our first speaker here today, ladies and gentlemen, giving the opening address, is none other but the founder, the group managing director of Capital Sage Holdings, a diversified business mogul, a diversified business group with interests spanning fintech, agribusiness, manufacturing, healthcare, and financial inclusion. Ladies and gentlemen, your excellencies, by the time you see him on stage, please, I want us to do something. I want us to jam our hands together very heavily, really, really heavily. Regardless of the number of us that are present here right now, I would want a round of applause to echo across the room and outside to the streets. Ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be a media prompt to welcome him in properly. Perhaps also the DJ on standby, ready if need be. Ladies and gentlemen, we're inviting no other person, ladies and gentlemen, but I would say Mr. John Alamu. Media, over to you for the welcome.
Make welcome John Alamu, the Group Managing Director, Capital Sage Holdings.
Alakori, alakoko, show my family, show my laptop, timpa bewa, show my kako, she mo mani problem, pelu boys, tabaja kapada, masalo Canada. If I travel today, give my pile la baba. I'm a man, I'm a brother man, only any problem. Baby show up, show me the me king call. láyé ló máa jẹ kú. Irú eléyìí ó máa ní problem. Kọ́ melanin, popping, baby mi ṣe oníta. Baby subject give you feedback. Money do nigga, oh yeah. Owó rúru dábúdábá. Show me capital business. Show me character dickiness. Can you wake up around 4:30? To make breakfast for me. Go by the leisure, gimme. Gimme, come up on me chicky. Gimme, come up on me chicky. Long time ago, I said no, okay, if you make me conform. Oh yeah, okay, me more corner. Now what do I? Now I run up, oh yeah. Very gentle girl. I pick you up, don't you pick it, girl. Mama say I don't fall in love. And my papa say I'm a child love. Baby show up, oh. Show me the making call. Mula yellow wa jeku. Iru ele yo mani problem. Melanin, popping. Baby me show the time. Baby subject give you feedback. Money do nigga, oh yeah. Show me capital business. Show me character dickiness. Can you wake up around 4:30?
I don't even like to the top, but you put me for one chance. No be magic, the feeling is constant. So I got to put feelings in order. And you don't even get any choice than to forget all the wrong things. Say with you, I want to do all of the bad things. You can imagine. And I know you get the understanding.
Thank you very much, my DJ. All right. Those of us who are very conversant with Indian movies, there's something called intermission. We've had introductions, and that was an intermission. Ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, we'd have to wait a few minutes to welcome our group managing director into our midst. And on that note, I'd like to do a little something amongst us once again. And for this one, it's going to be something very remarkable that guides us to that very end. We are going to use that sound I mentioned before. So if you're seated on a table and you have friends with you right here and right now, we're going to do a little exercise. Look on your table, look amongst yourself. If there's anybody on your table who is yet to have or open an account with Kolomoni or have Kolomoni installed on their phone, start talking them now, right? So I want everybody to bring out their phones. On whatever table you are right now, bring out your phones. Let me see if you have your Kolomoni app already. If the person seated next to you does not have, ginger them till they download here and now. We're about to prove something and show something to you. There is something very important that we're doing here today is showing the practicality of the product. That is how fast, how swift it is to set up, to open an account, and as well to upgrade that account so that you can easily receive 1 billion here and here today. You will hear your boom. So please, once again, look around you on your table. If there's anybody on your table right now who does not own a Kolomoni account, prompt them, push them to download right here and now, set up an account. It is very simple. I can say with my full chest, within 1 minute, you already have your account set up, you already have your account number, you have your phone number as well that you can use as your account number. And for that reason, for the reason of setting that up, there's something big that's going to happen. Whoever has prompted you to open that account is going to send you your first boom. So, thank you, my DJ. You are very online. So if you don't have an account yet, look for the person that will push you to open the account. Whether it's, wait now. You're already fighting over the money. Okay. So whether you now send 100 naira to the person, it's none of your business. Your own is you've moved them to open an account with Kolomoni. Let's start with this table. Who is the person on this table without an account? You have an account already. Not born you were not to have. She doesn't have. Amazing. She's downloading already, Abby. Who prompted you to download the app? Very good. My brother, please stand up, sir. My brother, stand up. Ladies and gentlemen, you would agree that he's capable of doing boom into our accounts. Yes or no? Yes or no? My sister, you go, yeah, boom. Thank you very much. I'm moving to another table. Is there anybody? Okay, I know. It's not possible. It's not possible. Is there anybody on this table who is just downloading the app? Nobody. Boom, boom. Is solid. Anybody on this table who doesn't yet have? My brother, you never get now on that table, you download your own. You have it. Amazing. Amazing. Don't worry. I'll do vigilante here today. Anybody on this table who's just downloading? You are what? You are. I love this audience. I need to find a culprit. On this table, do you have anybody? It's not possible now. On this table, do you have anybody who doesn't have an account yet? Impossible. We can't go to the table. All right. I'm going to make this section a table. In this group, do you have anybody who doesn't yet have an account with Kolomoni? You have an account? You have an account. What year have you upgraded your account? Upgrade your account now. You need to open that account so that you can receive massive boom and not random small ones. All right? Do we have anybody on this table here who doesn't yet have an account with Kolomoni? Anybody on this table? Sir, do you have an account, sir? Not yet. What are you doing? Please prompt him so that you can give him the boom. You receive a debit alert from Kolomoni, you receive a credit alert. My brother, sir, do you have an account with us, sir? How come? Let me see. How much is in the account? You know some persons, they will open their accounts for the next 6 months, 5 years. Money no go drop for that account. Okay. How much is in the account? Amazing. Amazing. 0 naira, 0 kobo. Somebody please help me make him hear boom. 33 million naira inside Kolomoni. That's amazing. How are you doing, ma? Where's your Kolomoni account? Freshly downloaded. Like today's bread. How much money is in that account is very important. All right, moving to another table. This is a wonderful table. There's only one person here who has not downloaded, and by the grace of God, you're going to download. You're going to get your what? Boom. Anybody on this table? Everybody seems to be on their phone. Everybody's downloading and sending money to that account. Ma, do you have an account in Kolomoni? No, I don't need the account number. Keep your account number to yourself. That's what I'm using this to do. Tell your friend or your boyfriend or your brother to share your account number with them. Ma, do you have an account with us? Everybody here is coming correct. Sir, do you have an account with us? Not yet. Why not, sir? How much is there? Amazing. Don't show me, I better go. All right, I'm going to go around every table here today. It's not possible. If it happens, we'll sanction somebody. Okay, this table, it looks like it's not possible now. See them with laptop. Is it possible that I have anybody? It's you. Yeah, you just open your account today, like fresh, like agege bread. Has anybody sent you money into the account? Who prompted you to open the account? Where is he? We've seen you, sir. Let her hear that boom. Abi, you don't want to hear boom? Let her hear that boom. It cannot be 1K, it cannot be 2K, it cannot be 5K. Starting from 10K, let her hear boom. Okay, I think I might have just one more table or two to go. It's not possible. It's not possible. It's not possible that we don't have anybody here. Do you have anybody here who you don't have a Kolomoni account? I put it to you that you don't have an account. You have an account? Eh? Let us see. Let me see. If you have accounts, you hear boom from me.
Please wait while your transaction is processing.
It will take a long time to process. He has an account, oh. Boom! That's your boom. You've heard boom. Ladies and gentlemen, your excellencies, we're still going around. It is not possible on this table that we don't already have. So what's going to happen is for those tables that I know that is certain, right? When we have more people coming, I will confirm those that don't have. I will now, based on the honor and everything that is bestowed upon me, you're going to champion a boom here today for somebody. Say amen. God is going to use you, bless your hands, to champion a boom into somebody's account. Say amen. If you're here today and you believe and know that God is going to use your hands to bless somebody, to hear boom, shout a big amen. See them, they are not proud. But if you're here today and you know that by chance, one way or the other, you are going to hear credit alert boom, shout a big amen. Everybody is a thief. Okay. Everybody wants to hear boom. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your excellencies, we're moving really fast. And we're moving to something that we've been waiting for, to welcome in somebody that we've been expecting to hear from. Because, ladies and gentlemen, if he hasn't spoken, we have not yet absorbed the reason why we're here gathered today. Ladies and gentlemen, your excellencies, I'm going to go over my introductions one more time of him, while the media team is also ready to go over the introductions one more time as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I said before that the person that I'm introducing is somebody who is a visionary leader. If you've had the chance to hear this gentleman speak before, you know that he's something Yorubas call Egun Shenu Jeje Muti. Very easygoing man. He doesn't stress much. In fact, he's a shy person. You see all these camera things, he doesn't like them. But in the few times that he's going to speak, ladies and gentlemen, I want to assure you of something. You are going to pick a lot of lessons from his speaking. So please and please, I'd like us to pay attention, to pay rapt attention to him while he speaks. Because his speech is going to be the introduction to all that we're doing here today. So ladies and gentlemen, one more time, let's welcome a very visionary leader, a man who is behind Kolomoni. He's a man who has spent years, I said before, building businesses that create opportunities across sectors. Ladies and gentlemen, our first speaker here today is a gentleman par excellence, giving the opening address, the founder and group managing director of Capital Sage Holdings. You can start making noise already, jamming your hands together. A diversified business group with interest spanning fintech, agribusiness, manufacturing, healthcare, and financial inclusion. Ladies and gentlemen, media team, please let's make welcome. Jam your hands together, scream if you will, make some noise for none other but Mr. John Alamu. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome a founder and group managing director, John Alamu.
Make welcome John Alamu, the group managing director, Capital Sage Holdings.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. Well, in front of me, I have a speech to deliver, but I would rather choose to speak from my heart. Firstly, we want to welcome all of you, right from the management team to staff and members of Kolomoni, and to every potential Kolomoni ambassador present here. You see, there is a proverb that until lions begin to write their own story, the story of the hunt will always justify the hunter. Well, today I'm going to tell you the story of lion Kolomoni. Kolomoni is a fighter. Kolomoni is a lion. Kolomoni is Indaboski. Well, this Kolomoni brand is not new. It would interest you to know that Kolomoni was actually originally launched in 2019. 2019, Kolomoni was launched. This brand is a perfect example of what we call resilience. The brand has been very resilient. We've had our own fair share of challenges, trials, tribulations, many challenges: technology, human resource, market. Well, the time we started Kolomoni, this was the era when fintechs were raising tens and millions of dollars. Kolomoni has never raised one kobo from venture capitalists. Not because we don't like money, but because we wanted to build something that is sustaining. We wanted to build that financial safe space. I want to thank my team, the team that originally coined the name Kolomoni. You see, that brand is very powerful. Kolo is a traditional African Polish name in the Yoruba culture that means what? That means what? Some people call it safe box, some people call it piggy bank. I remember we were just in one of our very humble offices and we're thinking about the best name to give this savings product. And then the name Kolomoni one. I must tell you, my background is in statistics. I actually finished from the Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta. And I finished, interestingly, with one of the best grades you would ever imagine. I finished with a third class. I would add all of this together at the end of this talk so that it will make sense to you the reason why we have been very deliberate in inviting students of universities to this occasion. Well, I finished third class not because I was a dullard. I finished third class because I was doing business while in school. When lecturers are in front of the class lecturing, I'm always at the back with my printer, with my laptop, running SPSS analysis, running projects, doing typing of projects for the brilliant and the first class in my own institution. But you see, first class does not guarantee success in life. And today, one of the lessons we have learned on why we did not blow like the others is because success needs inclusion. We did all we could as a brand by ourselves, and that we are changing today. Today, all of you, students, graduates, workers, you've been invited here to become ambassadors. As you are in school, you can talk to someone to open a Kolomoni account, and you earn what is called passive income. Who says you cannot blow while you are in school? You can blow. If you believe you can blow, please give me that noise. Thank you very much. Well, our resilience is the proof that we are the most trusted partner that can guarantee providing you that financial safe space. And that is our only brand promise to you today. You see, I don't want to be an inventor, and we are not promising you any innovative products. We never invented savings. You will remember our fathers, they keep money in the ceiling. They keep money under the bed, especially when they don't want our mothers to have access to those funds. Well, as boys, young men, we know how we keep our money when we don't want our girlfriends to do what? To have access to them. So, we are not innovating or reinventing the wheel. The only thing we've done is to digitize that wheel. And gone are the days when you would have your financial service products scattered. All right? You use a different bank for paying bills. You use a different bank for saving. You use a different bank, for paying your mother's health bill, your father's health bill, etc. The value Kolomoni brings to you today is providing you that one-stop financial safe space where you can do everything, not just savings, not just bill payments, but where you can also earn as you transact, where you can also carry out investments. Today, I want to congratulate our team that has put this together, right from our IT team present here. Very genuine, genius ladies and gentlemen. Please, IT guys, please give it up, give it up, give it up. Aha. Thank you so much. I also want to give, my appreciation to those who do the thankless job, back-end, customer service, operations, everyone in the Kolomoni and Capital Sage team. Thank you very much. I will leave with one note. When I left primary school, I was opportuned to go to a Catholic secondary school here in Ibadan. Well, the school is very close, Sacred Heart Private School. my parents withdrew me at GSS 2. I think I need to ask them the reason why they withdrew me from that school. Was it because I was always having red on my report sheet every time, or because they could not afford, the high school fees that they were paying? Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I need to go ask them. But I remember that there was a time during Mass, one of the priests, the priest who came to say Mass, asked us as young children a question. If God were to come now and ask you to ask for one thing, what would you ask? And the hall was silent. Well, I had my own intention. My intention and my ask is not to be a millionaire, nor a billionaire, not to be the best graduated student. Well, I would confess to you what I spoke in my heart. I just wanted happiness. If money will bring me happiness, so be it. If family will bring me happiness, then I want to have a good family. Remember that time, for those that know me, I was thinking and deceiving myself that I'll become a reverend father. But now, I'm so married, I would have made a very, very bad reverend father. But where am I going to? I think God answered my prayer by giving me the gift of happiness. Well, God, you still need to make me more happy. But there's one thing I want to share with you today. It is important for you to take control of your own happiness. And that is why our campaign this time is for you to take control with Kolomoni. Anytime you use Kolomoni and your transaction goes successfully, say Kolomoni. But please, sometimes when network happens, well, feel free to say your app is Kolomenta, or say your app is what? Is what? Is what? Is Kolo Kolo. Anytime you say that, it keeps our social media bustling, and it keeps our customer service, on their toes. But it's important that with Kolomoni, we all take charge of our finances. So, today, if you are here, you need to have that determination to open a Kolomoni account for 50 other persons, for 20 other persons. And Kolomoni can promise you that as you do this, there is shared prosperity that Kolomoni has to offer you. I'm sure as the event continues, we would understand the various offerings of this very, very beautiful mobile application called Kolomoni. Once again, thank you so much for coming, and take control with Kolomoni. Thank you.
Honestly, I believe we can do better than that. Let's jam our hands together properly for him as he walks off. I said before, he's a man of a few words, but everything he would say would definitely make all the sense, because he's the one behind the story who understands the story properly, and no better person to tell the story than himself. Ladies and gentlemen, we've heard the vision. We've heard a few things from the group MD, Capital Sage Holdings, Mr. John Alamu. Right about now, we're proceeding to something that is very important. Quite all right, we've been saying, let's download the app, make sure you have the app on your phone. And now we're looking at who Kolomoni is for, who the platform was set up for, why, how does it function to serve you, whether as an individual or as a business. Ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, for this one, I'd like us to chant, scream, shout, jam our hands together, welcome her properly. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me as I welcome the MD Kolomoni, Mrs. Samira Adebiyi. As she steps forward, she's been ready for this to give you all that you need to know about Kolomoni as it concerns who Kolomoni is for. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please make some noise, jam your hands together for Mrs. Samira Adebiyi.
Good afternoon, everyone. quite unlike my GMD.
Samira Adebiyi, Managing Director, Kolomoni Microfinance Bank.
Thank you for that. Okay, unlike my GMD, I cannot not read what my comms people have written for me. I only have one job. So I welcome everyone. Thank you for being here. As I look around the room, I see entrepreneurs, I see business owners, I see professionals, I see students. I see people who want their monies to work for them. Because, as we know, money in Nigeria can be dramatic, so everybody wants their money to work for them. But 1 minute, you look at your bank balance, and you're excited. It gives you hope. The next minute, your expenses remind you that hope is not a financial strategy. You need to do something. So that is where we come in as Kolomoni. And because, yes, I might have tried to crack a joke that nobody laughed, so please laugh to encourage me. Thank you. Here we go. So let me start. Who is Kolomoni for? Let me tell you a story about a lady called Oyinko. Oyinko is a hairdresser. She has one shop. Meanwhile, in the shop, she has loyal customers that have been with her for years. People are knocking on her door. They want her services. Oyinko dreams big. Oyinko wants to have salons in every part of Oyo State and extend across the country. But when she looks around and she goes to banks, they do not have financial products that suit someone like her. She doesn't want a miracle. What she wants is to be recognized. She wants people to see her business and what it is that she requires. That's one of the things Kolomoni is here for. Another thing, as we go to the market, everybody goes to the market every day to look for one thing or the other. When you go to the market or you go into the supermarket, maybe it's a new place, you want to do a transfer, and they give you an account number that you should do a transfer. And you keep pressing your phone, and nothing happens. Because maybe the network is not going. Maybe the company has not made it easy for you. There's a product in Kolomoni that will do that for you. You're a businessman. You have a lot of stock. But you cannot keep it. You don't have a good bookkeeper. There's a product Kolomoni can offer you. It's called the storefront. You will hear more about it. So what we do here in Kolomoni, we try to give products that will suit everyone. For you as a student, what do you need? You need to do savings. But you also have expenses. So do you have a space that would enable you, help you be financially prudent? Take your money, part of the money that you have. If you're one of our ambassadors, when you get the funds that we will give you, it's very attractive. Ask me about it later. I'll tell you what it is, what we can do with you as ambassadors. You have that fund, but you also have expenses, and you need to save. Kolomoni has a product that will help you do that. So what we do in Kolomoni is that we look at individuals, look at what you need. As a storekeeper, you need to keep your books. You need an invoicing system. Kolomoni does that for you. As a family man, you want to save. You also need to cater for expenses that come up every day. Kolomoni has a product for you. So if you ask me who Kolomoni is for, I will say it's for everyone. We have tailored systems that we cater for your everyday needs, for your businesses. So we ask you, now you stay with us. Let us be your partner. Let us be your financial safe place. Let us help you save. Let's help your business grow. Let's help you we take everything away from you, and just whatever it is that you want to do, it can be done at the touch of a button. So come with me as you make us your financial safe place. And we also would help you to build, to take control of your business, to build and to grow your business. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. And to all my customers, old and new, thank you for your faith in us. To the team that has been with us since 2016 to 2019 up to today, we say thank you. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for your time, because you must have felt that we're important enough for you to spend this afternoon with. Thank you so much, and have a great day.
It's Kelpie Vibes.
Please jam your hands together properly for her. It takes a lot to step up here to speak and have people listen to you. Ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, I'm quite sure that for many of us, right, would know that, yeah, we're here specifically for Kolomoni. However, it is important to know that we're not just here gathered because, Kolomoni is a soft launch, but rather to understand what the brand is about, what the business is about, and one more time, I said before, how it benefits us as individuals and as businesses. What's the product like? What are the things associated with the product, and how are they useful for us? What is the edge that Kolomoni has over any other financial institution playing in the same field? I'd like to say that we're speaking today. There's going to be a panel session very shortly, and we're going to be speaking across, I'm coming now for this one, we're going to be speaking across 3 verticals and 4 major points, for which I'll be inviting some persons to join for the panel session. But before we get to that, I'd like to, just briefly go through what that is supposed to entail, what it's about, what we're expected to get from that, and why we should pay attention, focus, and listen to a panelist when eventually they start to talk. On that note, I'd like to say a few things. We've heard from the group MD himself. We've heard what the vision is. We've heard what the goal is. We've heard where the story is coming from, the origin of Kolomoni, how we started, the idea behind it, and what we're trying to achieve with this platform. Before I proceed into my talk, before the actual moderation and panel session, I'd like us to do something towards the end of the event still, which means I'm coming back to it, Lonjebe. Right? When the group MD was speaking, Mr. John Alamu, he mentioned something, he played around Kolomoni, right? And a lot of times you'd hear people say things like Kolomoni, whichever one. But one thing that stands is we all know that this platform, this tech company, this business, this brand, whatever we like to call it, is by us and for us. And for that reason, it can only be Kolomoni. However, if you want to fight with the brand, you can say anything else. Now, it is on that Kolo that we're going to build something. I would want somebody at the end of the day who is going to help us separate Kolo as abbreviations. That is, you can decide to make K knowledge, O originality, L longevity, and then the final O. Whatever it is going to be, I would want somebody, just one person, who is going to be the champion of whatever we're going to be calling Kolomoni after a year. And I'm quite sure that the marketing and branding departments will agree to us at the end of the day, because I'm sure that it's going to be useful at the end of the day. So wherever you are right now, to the end of the event, you can bring out your notepad and seriously sit down and start skimming what the abbreviation is going to spell out. Whoever we accept and approve their abbreviation is going to get rewarded in their Kolomoni accounts by myself, which is going to be another person here today who's going to hear boom. DJ, before we proceed to the moderation and the panel session, I want you to play that sound for us. Wherever you are, I want you to listen to that music, to that sound, and let it marinate within your soul. Wherever you are, I want us to do an exercise. You'll be praying as that song is playing, that God, whatever boom I'm going to be hearing in my life, let it be credit alert and less of debit alert. Because you'd agree with me, DJ, wait. You'd agree with me as a Nigerian that when you receive one credit alert, what follows? 1 million debit alerts. 300K we enter. After that 300K, you see 50K debit. Another one 20K 15K, 5K till that 300K will finish. By the grace of God, you'd have more of credits and less of debit. Somebody say amen. Somebody say amen. So when the music is playing, all you have to do is pray in your space to make sure that everything you're receiving in your life is more of credits booms and less of debits booms. DJ, drop it like it's hot while this session.
Boom. Boom, boom, boom. What? Boom, boom, boom.
All right, thank you very much, my DJ. The stage is looking set. We're about to have our panelists who are going to join me as the moderator on stage to speak. Like I said before, we've heard the vision, we've heard the story. Now let's talk about the product, and more importantly, the people behind it, the people that built it. They are the best persons to talk to us about the product. So I'd like to say that after leaving here today, I would want us all to be bold enough to say, I can speak to the brand called Kolomoni with all my chest, knowing fully well that I have grounded myself in the understanding, wisdom, and knowledge of Kolomoni. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be inviting some persons to join me here up on stage to speak around certain things. We're looking at who the target audience for Kolomoni is. We're looking at the value proposition and also the key products. But before I proceed to that, we'd like to recognize the presence of certain persons here who, for one reason or the other, they are the bedrock for all of the success stories that we will be hearing here, that we've heard here, and we're yet to hear as it concerns Kolomoni. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, when I call their names and their designation, all that you have to do is just jam your hands together wherever you are. All right? So I'd like to recognize the presence, of course, of our founder and group managing director, Capital Sage Holdings, Mr. John Alamu, as well as recognize the presence of the GCEO, that's the group CEO, Capital Sage Technology, Mr. Nat Ude. Please, as I'm mentioning these names, wherever we are, please let's just jam our hands together for them. I'd also like to welcome the presence of the group head, Founders Office and Sustainability, Mrs. Saloni Goyal. Please jam your hands together. I'd also like to recognize the presence of the MD Kolomoni, Mrs. Samira Ade. And we know, but we welcome you again. We would also like to welcome and recognize the presence of the CTO, Mr. Daniel Ale, the CIO, Mr. Shegun Sanusi. Jam your hands together. If you know them, they are your persons, you jam your hands together. Thank you. The group head customer experience, Mrs. Vivian Agu, please jam your hands together. The CTO Kolomoni, Funsho Oshunaike. The head personal banking, Mrs. Simbiat Kazim. The head business banking, Mr. Babajide Adeniji. Head credit sales, Mr. Obalola Oyegbemi. Technology assistant to the GMD, you know this person very well, please jam your hands together. Capital Sage Holdings, Niyi Onobanjo, as well as the internal control manager, Mr. Stephen Adefinroye, as well as head of operations for Luke Ologunbiri, pardon me. The branch manager, of course, Caleb Okwelami, and of course, Tolulokwe Adetunji, group company secretary. Please jam your hands together for these persons. All right, on that note, I'd like to proceed to Yorubas will say, I'm a very Yoruba person, so you permit me at every point in time, my Yoruba would always fight in one way or the other. Yorubas will say, Idi Sheni, Latin money lole. The persons we're about to have are persons that they can confidently speak, and when you hear them speak, just take it as you said the truth and the solid truth and nothing but the truth as it concerns the brand. The first person whose name I'm going to be mentioning is somebody who's going to be speaking to something rather very, very important as it concerns all that we'll be looking at here today. The media team is ready. I'm ready as well. The first person whose name I'm going to be mentioning is going to be speaking from the angle of personal banking. That is how you as a person, as an individual, how you can interact with the platform, how to use the platform, what purposes or functions it can serve for you as an individual. And for that, ladies and gentlemen, please jam your hands together as a welcome to the panel, Mrs. Simbiat Kazim for personal banking. Please, let's have a step forward. You can see her in her blue and black. She's not playing. She's going to beat her talk blue and black. Ladies and gentlemen, Simbiat Kazim Media. Also, another person who we're going to be having speak in the direction of business banking is none other but somebody who, when he speaks, when you even hear his voice, you know that he's going to spew only and only wisdom, knowledge, and blessings for you, of course. Ladies and gentlemen, please jam your hands together for Babajide Adeniji as he steps forward to be a part of the panel session here today. Please make some noise and jam your hands together. Staff members present, when I call those names, just scream. You know them, please hype them up. The third person I'm welcoming to the panel session here today, sir, please feel free to sit anywhere you like. He's none other but Mr. Shegun Sanusi, who's going to be speaking to security as it concerns users and how safe it is to use the platform and, of course, our products. The last person that I'll be welcoming to join the session is none other but somebody who's going to be speaking to product development. That is looking at the product, how it is developed, the things around it, the things that we do back end to make sure that it is running well and you're enjoying the use of that product. Please jam your hands together as a welcome, none other but Mr. Daniel Ale for product development. If you can, please let's jam our hands together for the four of them one more time. So I'm sure there's a mic very close, amazing, very close to us. So we're going to start from personal banking. And the reason why I'm choosing personal banking is because I believe that a very good number of us here, even while we aspire to be business owners, there's the first, I have to find a way to secure my money and make very good use of my money. And my question for Mrs. Simbiat, right, is this. It's quite long, so let's just go through it together. So let's look at everyday banking, right? Many of us have experienced the frustration. Like every Nigerian would agree that at any point in time, we've experienced frustrations with banking apps, banking products, and all of these fintech products that we lay our hands on. So many of us have experienced the frustrations of entering long account numbers, right? And worrying about making mistakes. Kolomoni has introduced a feature called Snap to Pay and phone number-based transfers. What problem do you think this is really particularly looking to solve for personal banking?
All right, thank you. To be sincere, when we built the Snap to Pay feature and the phone number-based transaction, the goal basically was not to, build another payment feature. The goal was to remove restriction from everyday transactions. So we observed that, many Nigerians do not memorize, they don't have their account details memorized. And then, the stress of having to type in long account details while carrying out transaction, can create anxiety and then also poses risk of typing in wrong account details. It can bring error. So, we thought of it that, okay, how else can we make sending money so seamless and natural, just like you're sending a text message? And that was how we were able to arrive at using the phone number-based transfer. And then we realized that a lot of Nigerians already know their account, they already know their phone number offhand, and then they trust their phone number. So why not use it as, why not also use it as their account details so for seamless and easy transaction?
Okay, amazing, really amazing stuff. You have something to add?
Okay, so you also mentioned the Snap to Pay. So for the Snap to Pay, it's basically to address a common problem in Nigeria, the stress of having to type in account number manually on a daily basis. All you need to do with your Snap to Pay is just to scan the account details, and then in few seconds, you'll be able to complete your transaction seamlessly, especially for merchants and even customers that are looking for seamless and prompt transaction.
Okay, so my follow-up question to that is coming from three different angles: convenience, confidence, and of course, speed. as somebody from the inside, right, who obviously you've also interacted with the app, with the product yourself, how would you confidently speak to the subjects of convenience, right? The confidence of owning an account, using the product, and also the speed at which this works. Say, for example, Snap to Send, right? How would you describe the process of convenience that is to it, and also like the speed with which it works? Because I mean, a lot of people would assume that, oh, I will now snap it. After snapping it, you will now, what's the process? Would you like to walk us through that?
All right, then. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure a lot of us seated here all have a Kolomoni account. I want to believe that everybody has downloaded.
Yes.
So all you need to do is just to log into the Kolomoni personal banking app. I mean, the login page, once you log in on the main page, you'll be able to see the feature Snap to Pay. Click on it. I mean, it takes you to like the camera of the phone, and then all you need to do is just to position the phone to where the account details is. You take the picture, and then automatically it pops out the account details. Okay. So you don't have to type that in manually.
Okay, amazing. So I still have a question for you, but we'll come back to it. Right. And this particular question is as it concerns us as individuals using the platform to help us manage our wealth, that is savings and the different, savings options that we have. We're going to get back to that much later. But I'd like to go to this question, which is as it concerns security, before we even move to business banking at all. And this is going to Mr. Shegun Sanusi. The question goes like this, right? When people hear things like biometrics, facial scan, fingerprints, and all of these things, when they hear biometric verification and multi-factor authentication, some worry that banking becomes complicated. It is something that people worry about, especially for those who are not particularly very tech savvy. These are usually like concerns for them. How do you strike the balance between security and simplicity?
Thank you. So I'll start this way. We understand security is important, very, very important. So in Kolomoni, what we've been able to do is to control the security dynamics at the background, while we give the users, the customer, a simple experience. Now, we use what we call risk profiling. So what that means is that each of the transactions you do day by day, we have certain level of authentication, facial recognitions, password of the. Now, when you try to do transactions for that is maybe new, maybe you move from Lagos to Abuja, and that's a change of locality. We try to also introduce certain level of authentication. And the good thing is this, we give you the control to tell you why that level of authentication is coming, so that you understand that it's because you've moved your location. For instance, I've been sending money to like my mom, maybe 20,000 daily. And for whatever reason, I sent 200,000 to her. The security is going to like, look, this is a quite different in terms of the trend. So, and also it gives me the control as a customer to tell the app that, okay, my daily limit is 200,000. By the time you try to do a transaction of 500,000, the security control is going to come up. And we're going to explain to you why we need those level of security control. So we're not putting everything into your face so that you don't have that experience, like you said. So based on what you do, the level of transaction you want to do, the amount of the transactions, we control all that to tell you what kind of security will be needed on that. So that's how we break that in terms of risk profiling.
All right, so what I'm able to draw from that is nobody can randomly just drag me to the ATM to just, do some transactions. Nobody can randomly just drag me to a corner to do a sudden transaction out of nowhere. Showing that, like, unlike many other platforms, many other products that we might have around in the market, we're seeing how Kolomoni is taking an extra step to make sure that behind the scenes, we're cutting anything that seems abnormal out of the ordinary. So, this question I'm about to ask is still related to what you just answered and is leading back to business. Many business owners, those of us who are business owners here, I make bold to say that I'm also a business owner, and one of the things that many people might find difficult as business owners is how staff can manage an account that belongs to you as a business owner, right? So my question is this. Many businesses have multiple employees accessing the same account. How do we give different team members access without compromising security? Because you realize that every day, every now and then on social media, you find a CEO of one business or one brand or one company coming to tell us that, oh, a staff in the company who has access to the account somewhere or the other stole a billionaire under their nose and they didn't notice that. How do you speak to that as it concerns security and for businesses?
Thank you. Again, I'll try to understand at Kolomoni, what we try to do is to control all of this permission. Now, to your questions, what we do is we control these by what we call user profiling. What that means is that I'm a business owner and I have employees who are supposed to be responsible for setting tax. Now, based on those tax, they're being profiled individually with their permissions and role. And we have what we call maker, checker, like someone else I can be the one to initiate a transaction, while someone else verify that transaction in the organization, while another person actually action on those transactions. Let me give an instance. I want to pay a vendor. There will be a staff whose responsibility, based on the security feature, to say, being profiled to initiate that payment. Why there will also be part of the staff we're going to profile on the system to review that payment. Now, why there will be an accountant or a treasury who is going to actually make the payment as an action. So we put these layers in terms of maker, checker, user profiling to control the risks around you having to lose your money as a bank. And then in organization as a business person, with all of this profile, you can set it up by yourself. You can have an administrative right to say, okay, today, Shegun is not supposed to be reviewing anymore. Maybe he's going to be making payments, or you want to add someone else to do that. So you can control all that. And in doing that, there's a security part of it to make sure that the access you are using to do each of these actions is actually well profiled. So you can't say because we both work in the same organization, you can just use my access to maybe do my own action. No. So what we've done is to control these using a user profile mechanism at the back end. Thank you.
All right, one last question still for you is, now that we're looking at a multi-level authentication to that, right? It means that we're having so many people, right, who are operating, at the same time or at different points in time across different businesses, right? The question that a lot of Nigerians start to ask, especially when brands and businesses are just starting, is the start that is good. Later now, when they have plenty of people on their platform, it will start to do one kind. Would you have a response to that, right? Even before we get to that future, where people start to say that, oh, maybe we said it about Kolomoni. What's the assurance that we're giving business owners here today to say that, see, no matter what this brand gets to in the future, we're never going to have a problem where we're saying, oh, there is too much going on the platform, and then there's hassles in the back end or front end because of that, as it concerns security.
Okay, thank you. It's good to know that Kolomoni, we invest heavily on infrastructure, and we invest in terms of performance. The truth is, right now, our system has the ability to take almost 2,000 whatever we're doing as at now. So whatever we're doing right now is just using maybe 1% or 10% of what we already have. So by the time the users get to 20% of what they are doing right now, we also have a plan of scaling up. So we're investing heavily on infrastructure to mitigate against such.
I would confidently say that there's no better answer to that question than that, saying that we already have the safe space. As many people as possible can come into that safe space and they'll be fine. As the story and the journey continues, we're going to create more space for the space to be safer. Amazing. And on that note, now we're moving to the conversation of business banking. I would like to draw this to everybody who's here, who for one reason or the other owns a business, whether you already have a 9-to-5 and you're running something along the side. We live in a climate and a time where you have to have something on the side for yourself personally. And for that reason, we have so many one-man businesses across the nation, right? Now, for businesses, we have different levels. We have multinationals, we have SMEs, all sorts of businesses you can think of, right? So my question is to Mr. Babajide. Kolomoni says it serves everyone from market women, traders, to large enterprises. Those are very different customers across different cadres, levels, and tiers. How do you build one platform that genuinely works for everybody, whether literate, whether not so literate, whether stark illiterate, whether highly intellectual, sophisticated, whoever is using this platform for business?
All right, thank you. So we've been able to build a solution that fits every business sizes, right? So in this room, if you look at so many people here, there are a lot of youth and probably students and young entrepreneurs. You know, many of them might want to be like the GMD as well, be in class.
Aspiring
also
GMD.
Exactly. So, you know, they do a lot of things today called e-commerce, right? Look at WhatsApp, people post on their status what they
selling
do.
something, everybody's a
TikTok.
CEO.
Exactly. So, you know, that kind of business, we've been able to sectorize and classify various businesses. So people like that, instead of you just using your WhatsApp status alone, we have a solution that we are going to give you. And this affords you the opportunity to advertise whatever you want to do. And you are able to also provide an account number, a Kolomoni account number for your collection, right? So moving away from that, a normal trader that sells petty goods, the mode of payment today, a behavioral pattern today is probably to do transfer or use ATM card, right? So for that kind of business, we've also, you know, built a solution that allow you, that same solution, allow you to collect funds into your Kolomoni account seamlessly. And you have, based on your business size, a POS terminal if your customer wants to probably use card. Okay. And looking away from that for maybe a supermarket, so to say, or a business that have many branches, there's this same solution. I feel you that opportunity to name every branch, every of your business, you know, and you are able to take collection either through transfer or card, ATM card. Thank you.
All right, so I still have one more follow-up question for that. But before I ask the question, I'd like to go back to the audience. And the reason why I'm going back to the audience is because of something very interesting that happens all of the time. You realize that a lot of businesses here, they run more than one, you know, account for their businesses. And usually the reason for that is at one point they're already enjoying a particular service. Then something happens along the way, and then for that reason they find themselves going to operate another service for the same business, right? How does, or let me ask it this way, what you've said now basically means that businesses don't have to migrate from Kolomoni to some place else, some platform else. How do you justify that reality of Kolomoni?
Okay, so we have been able to make this solution very simple and seamless, right? You just need to do some basic tasks as users. But there are a lot of things going on back end, you know, so many work. So let me give you an example. So if you want to transfer today, right? I mean, back end, the system will even first check if you are an authorized user, right? The system will check if you have that balance you want to send out. The system will validate the name of the beneficiary, right? The system will keep a record. The system will, you know, process that transaction, right? So a whole lot of handshake is going on back end. So we've been able to build a kind of infrastructure that is so strong and solid, but out there, you are only looking at, you know, you performing just little tasks.
Okay, so that is to say that for every business owner here, whether you're SME, whether you're S, whether you're M, whether it's a personal business, whether it's a one-man business, it means that Kolomoni has made it possible that you would never have to worry about anything as it concerns your business and building wealth around that business. Right now, we're jumping over to product development, and that is for Mr. Daniel Ale. And my question goes thus for you. When people hear Kolomoni, like he just said now, when people hear Kolomoni, they naturally think about banking, right? And we know very well, those of us that have been following this story from time, we know that it cuts beyond just banking, right? So we're saying, how do you make sure that people feel, how do you make sure they feel like one connected experience, right? Rather than two separate products living under the same brand, or different products living under the same brand. For example, when we look at the different savings options and plans, you see so many options to look at, right? When you go through, myself personally, when I originally opened Kolomoni, I was looking at it from an angle of personal banking and how do I, manage my money better? How do I save? How do I use money, some portion of my money for certain things? How do you portion your money? How do you plan for your money long term? The percentages and all of that. So like when you open the Kolomoni app, for example, you are bound to see so many things going on at the same time, right? And I make bold to say that there are things and features that are very, very useful to those who understand or who intend to use their money properly in a very smart, judicious way. Now, how do you, I want to go back to the question again. How do you make sure that, these things feel connected, they feel like one experience rather than two or different separate products living under the same brand? That's like my first question, then I would ask the main question.
All right. Thank you very much. So maybe a good place to start from would be to look at how do we think about product development before? So it's not just about, our intention as Kolomoni is not to build the next fintech app, right? We're essentially looking at, we have three major verticals that we think through. One is we want you to earn with us.
Earn with us.
Second is we want you to build with us. Third is we want you to grow with us. So that those three verticals.
Let me pause you there. So he has mentioned three very important things, and I would like to come back to that much later. But for those of us here, I hope that we're taking notes. So I want you to go over those three things again one more time. So there are three verticals that he has mentioned, and I believe that they are very important as it concerns the product. So let's go over them again.
So one is the ability to earn with us.
Ability to earn with Kolomoni.
Second is the ability to build with us.
To build wealth with Kolomoni, yes.
Exactly. And the last one is to grow with us.
To also grow, whether personally or as a business with us.
Now, this woman-centered kind of development then leads us to be able to ask ourselves questions. We put a lot of research into what do customers really want to do. So it's not, for us, it's not about sending money and receiving money. That's critical, right? Customers want to be able to do that. However, what are the other things that we want people to be able to have an end-to-end financial experience, right? All the way from, being able to make, being able to earn, receive money, being able to grow those funds. Now, we understand that this can at some point feel like a disconnected experience. So what we've done is to be able to receive funds effectively. There are people you need to send invoices to. These are not people that pay immediately. They are people that pay you instrumentally. They know that they want to pay you 1 million naira. They need to pay in. So how do you track that Ojo and Son needs to pay me 5,000? He has paid me 2,000 naira, 2 days later. And these are the realities of business owners. Yes. A lot of those monies don't come in at the same time. So when you look at, and these are the things we've put into how we then build, the experiences for our users. So it may look like a lot of product within the same ecosystem, enterprise, business banking, personal banking, but we build in a way that everything connects together seamlessly. And like I said, we're able to deliver on that mission where you don't just earn with us, you don't just make money with us. Yes, keep your money with us, but you're able to invest those money. You're also able to use those, the tools we're giving you to build efficiency around your business, and then you grow with us. Thank you.
Amazing. Please jam your hands together for him, because while he was speaking, me for my personal business and my personal life, I was able to pick some things because I had gone through the app a number of times. It was in Bibai, right? And for how you've spoken now, I understand properly that it is now left for me to make sure that I integrate these things in my business and my personal life as it concerns my finances. Now, we're going to something very important around which we're going to be wrapping up, which is what I mentioned before, savings. And this is my question going to you for personal business, right? One thing that I've noticed that Kolomoni does not offer is that Kolomoni does not offer just savings products, right? It offers several, not just one savings product, several savings products. You see Flexi, you see target savings, and so many other savings options. Now, my question is, why not simply build just one savings wallet and then leave it to that? Like, okay, say we have a savings wallet that is just in this place. Maybe it has like a few things on that. Why is it that we have like separate things with separate interest rates on them? Let's answer that.
All right, then. So in Kolomoni, I mean, we believe that savings is not tied towards it's not a one-size-fits-all behavior. People save for different reasons, with different level of discipline, different time zones, even different financial goals. So having one particular savings plan would not effectively meet, all customers' needs. And that's the reason why we've created multiple savings plan. Basically, each that is designed towards users' behavior. So, for example, we have 4 different savings plan on the Kolomoni app at the moment. We have the spend and save. So for customers who want to save for each transaction they carry out, they can activate the spend and save plan. All they need to do is just to select that particular savings plan, select the percentage of the amount they want to save based on the transaction they carry out. We have the super lock. We have some customers who feel like, I don't want to get tempted. I don't want a situation, I want to save, but I don't want a situation whereby I'll be tempted to move the funds. So for those category of customers, they can activate the super lock. The super lock, you can do minimum of 3 months. You lock your funds there, and then at the end, at maturity, the funds drop, and then you have access to both your interest and your capital. We also have the Flexi plan. For customers who want access to their savings at any point in time, they can activate the Flexi plan. You get interest on it on a daily basis, and then you can always move your funds at any point in time. And also for the target plan, for customers who are saving towards a particular objective, probably vacation, school fees, to start up a business, they can activate the target savings plan also. So basically in Kolomoni, the reason why we have multiple savings plan is not, so the goal is basically not to have multiple savings plan. The goal is basically to design saving plans towards each customer's behavior. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. That's amazing, a very good response. I'm going to wrap up for business and personal use now, going to Mr. Babajide. And I'm saying this one because a lot of business owners, we as Africans, we believe in ajo, right? A lot of people are in ajos that a lot of times they end with teary stories. Now, as the product has been created, for business owners, what is the leverage that you have using Kolomoni over working with a group of people to do ajo to pack number 3 or number 4 or number 5? What is your response to that for business owners? And I'm sure it would also pertain to individuals who are using personal banking as well.
So you will first agree with me that here in Nigeria, we are moving towards cashless implementation, so to say. So a lot of people don't carry cash here and there. And if we go back memory lane, how Kolomoni started, we are talking about how do we digitalize savings. So I don't necessarily need a relationship manager to come and meet me and say, bring your daily savings. Mm-hmm. When I have a solution being built to suit what I want to do, so I can basically just pick a plan to say in 3 months, I just want to save maybe a 1,000 naira per day. In the corner of my room, Kolomoni have given me that to do that. And it is now flexible enough to say that maybe in case of emergency, I want to terminate. You can't do that with a conventional contribution platform, right? You have to, see it through that circle. So, but with the solution, we have, studied our behavioral pattern, our savings, reasoning, our culture, and we built a tailor-made solution for each category of persons.
So that's to say that with Kolomoni, you have more control over the number that you are. Whether you're number 1 or number 10, with Kolomoni, you have control over your money. All right, I'm going to be wrapping up, and this is for Mr. Daniel, and also as it concerns security, right? I would want you to just make one statement, right, Mr. Daniel? One statement you can confidently say as it concerns products about Kolomoni. Just one statement that you can confidently make anywhere as it concerns Kolomoni.
All right. So I think a lot has been said, but maybe what I would say essentially is that Kolomoni is out there to become your companion, essentially. So we're not just, and whatever we've done today, I can boldly say we are just beginning. We want to be able to leverage the best of technologies, for instance, to better understand who you are as a customer, as an individual, to help you plan your finances, to help you do a lot. So looking at Kolomoni more like somebody said, we're here, to ensure that, we remain as your companion, essentially. And that's the journey that we're beginning right now.
It's
a lot may have
story.
been done, exactly. But going forward, the idea is for Kolomoni to become that trusted partner, whether as a business owner or whether as an individual, essentially.
Amazing. So as it concerns security, which is what we're going to be wrapping up right now, Mr. Shegun, I want you to make one claim with your full chest to the entire body of persons here at this soft launch today. As it concerns security with Kolomoni, what is one statement you can make that in the next 5 years, you would reference and said, I said that? What would that statement be?
Okay, so that statement for me would be that we'll control 100% the safety of your phone. That would be my statement.
All right. Would control 100% the safety of your funds. That is to say that the chances of anybody dragging Kolomoni on social media is very limited. It's very low. But if you ever find somebody drag us on social media, know that we are here to answer those questions with full confidence and with all of the rest assured that we can give anybody here. So please and please, I would want to take something from the panel session. It is how we defend Kolomoni beyond the soft launch here today and beyond the conversations we've had here today. To every person who has come out here to speak, to the panelists, I'd like to say thank you to every single one of you. Ladies and gentlemen, your excellencies, please jam your hands together, for they have spoken, and not only have they spoken, but they have spoken excellently well. Thank you very much, sirs, and thank you very much, Ma. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're still proceeding really fast. Like I said before, today here we're doing something. We're not just here to speak to confidence, to speak to the product, to speak to commerce, to speak to business. We're also here to make sure that while we're at it, we're also enjoying ourselves and as well having fun. And having said that, there are certain things that we need to observe and we need to see that I'm going to be inviting us to please join me as we observe those moments. And for this one, it is something rather very special. We're going to be unveiling some persons here today. These are persons who we have specifically chosen them to be a part of this brand, not just because of the buzz of social media or the internet or because of their name, but because of the credibility attached to them as brands themselves. But before we get to that, I'm going to let the DJ play a little bit, and then we'll get to that unveiling properly. I said before, I said here, and I'll say again, that the reason why we're unveiling these persons, again, is not because of the buzz of their names, but because we have looked at them, we've looked at their stories, and we know that these persons, they are credible people, they are people that we can associate with, they are people whose story definitely would inspire the future and growth of the brand called Kolomoni. On that note, I'd like to invite the DJ Golden. You can play I Just Hear Boom and anything else to make sure that we here, we're getting into the sensation of the fun and the feeling of excitement that is to come. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm still your host, your friend, and your guy here, Lumi Olotuagba. DJ Golden, over to you for a few minutes. Thank you.
Papa hide money for ceiling, mama tie small thing for cloth. Say as long as he dey my hand, now so you go dey safe enough. But when rain begin to fall, and tomorrow look far from here, I I need passion we go stand when life they shake everywhere. Kolomoni, oh my dream, oh my future, oh my seed, oh yeah. No be only where I keep am, now the people where I believe. Kolomoni, oh my hand, as I hustle for my streets. You they keep my money safe, you they keep my hope complete. The money where we got, yo, you know go finish. Say the God where they bless us, so you know go finish. Amen. I'm on the motor where you buy, yo, you know go kill you. Amen. I be the millions that you get.
Thank you very much, DJ Golden. So, the Yorubas will say, Ibiawila Dei. I mentioned just now that we're about to unveil some persons. And for this one, I'm not going to be doing it all by myself. I'm going to be inviting somebody who we've seen here before, and we're very happy to see her come up on stage again. And that is none other but the managing director herself. Ladies and gentlemen, I said before that when we're welcoming her, let's do well to chant, scream, Jama, and say that. Please welcome with me Mrs. Samira Adebiyi. As she walks up on stage, she's strutting, she's walking majestically, she's catwalking. You can tell that her beauty is not just by beauty, it is by the excellence that revolves and radiates around her. And she's going to be, you know, the person in charge alongside myself for the unveiling. I don't know if I should break the, bell the cat yet. For the unveiling of our brand ambassadors. I'm going to be handing over the microphone to you now. Don't worry, I'll get another mic to support our supporting striker to make sure that, it is as fun and as seamless as possible. So we have 4 names here that when we call them, please, I want us to do something. So when the time to call them up on stage comes, or when we call them up on stage, please and please let us do all to celebrate them properly. So I'm going to be handing over to you now to call the first set of persons, and then we'll move to the next as it goes. Should I go for you? Let her just. So he's going to do a brief introduction into the whole unveiling, after which I will take from her, and then, oh yes, she has a microphone now. So, Mrs. Samira, over to you.
Good afternoon again. So I know one of the questions people are going to ask is, why do we need ambassadors? After all, we have marketing staff. We have people to go out and market for us. So why do we need ambassadors? Nigeria today is a trust deficit society. So for most of us, we need people that we know, people that we've seen in different kind of activities that can help us sell, that can make things believable for us, that we'll put a face to a brand, that will just help us regain that trust that we really need for anyone to bank with us. So we have carefully looked at across the population, and we have identified people that we know that once you see them and you know that they are using our brand, you say, okay, there must be something here. So let me come with them and see what's happening. So that's what we have done with the people that we have chosen. It was very deliberate. We're very deliberate about choosing this set of people. And once you see them, you understand why they were chosen. And I hope seeing them will give you an added confidence to come to Kolomoni, the name you can trust. Thank you. So over to you.
All right. So I had hyped her up and prepared her for that one, and I'm glad that she delivered very much properly. Thank you very much, Ma. All right. So our first brand ambassador that we're going to be unveiling here today, chances are very high that we've seen them already. We can already associate with them and their brand, and almost somehow just be like, I can get why these are the persons that we are unveiling. And the first person who we're going to be unveiling here today, ladies and gentlemen, please, I'd like you to walk with me to make sure that this person feels very much welcome to this stage. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be calling him by his government's name. Please welcome Mr. Adeyemo Enoch Adelere, popularly known as Baba Alaria. Please jam your hands together. Make welcome Baba Alaria Adeyemo Enoch Adelere.
Enoch Adelere, widely known as Alaria, is a renowned actor, Comedian, entertainer, and digital influencer recognized for his authentic storytelling, engaging performances, and deep connection with everyday Nigerians. Through years of consistency, creativity, and cultural relevance, he has established himself as one of the most recognizable personalities in the Yoruba entertainment space. His content reflects real-life experiences, aspirations, and challenges, making him relatable to millions of followers across multiple platforms. Beyond entertainment opportunity.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm happy to be here this afternoon. Like you rightly said, Baba Laria ni orúkọ mi. Ntí mo sì fọ̀ léèbò náà ni pé inú mi dùn láti wà bí lọ́sàn-án o. As I am always happy to be part of this family. And on this note, I will say a big thank you to Kolomoni for counting me worthy to be. You know, let me say this. Apologies, GMD. Technically, I would say I'm the firstborn of this family because I've been with Kolomoni technically since 2019. Since 2019. And, you know, I don't know if you have a question for me, but I will tell you there is something that made me stay glued to this brand. And the first thing is trust and the value. I'm sure if you are familiar with that app very well, every upgrade on that app brings a value as a customer. And probably you are a business person, yes. There is always a value you get at every upgrade of that app. That alone is a testament to my being glued to the brand. And I thank the GMD once again for giving me the opportunity to grow with the brand. Because if it is about number, let me be true with you. Now, if it is about number, I'm sure there are quite a lot of my colleagues who has higher number for what they are looking for. Even though I can still say a few of my colleagues got to know Kolomoni through my page. But on that note, once again, I say a big thank you to the Kolomoni team. And please, Kolomoni is not just a bank. Let me say this. Kolomoni is your partner that wants you to grow. Kolomoni, a partner that supports your dream. Thank you once again, Baba Laria is my name.
Baba Laria, you're not going to leave us just yet. You're just going to be on standby while we call others to join you as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, we're about to unveil this one, I would say, the next set of brand ambassadors. And for this, it's a duo that I honestly don't know how I'm going to introduce them. And the audience is not going to scream. When I introduce them, I want us to scream as loud as possible because not only have they been entertaining us, they have also shown what Yorubas would say, Ogole Ibadan. They have brought the city of Ibadan to a forefront and limelight like no other. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a duo, a household name that everybody in Warifun, everybody attests to the fact that they are amazing, they are a blessed union, and forever they will continue to be a blessing, and this land will continue to be a blessing to them. Please jam your hands together as I welcome this duo. Ladies and gentlemen, the names of Olamide Oladimeji Mayungbe, a.k.a. Dele Omowoli, and as well Ayo Ajewole, a.k.a. Babawa Woli Agba. Please keep jamming your hands together until you find them here on the stage. Please make some noise and jam your hands together for them properly.
Ayo Ajewole, popularly known as Woli Agba, is the founder and leader of the IPM crew, with Dele Omowoli. He is a celebrated comedian, actor, event host, producer, and digital content creator whose influence has transformed the landscape of comedy and online entertainment in Nigeria. Known for his unique blend of humor, creativity, faith-based storytelling, and relatable content, he has built a loyal fan base that spans Nigeria, Africa, and the diaspora. Over the years, he has successfully used entertainment as a tool for education, inspiration, and social impact, earning widespread recognition as one of the country's most admired entertainers. His ability to connect with people across different age groups and backgrounds has made him a trusted voice and cultural influencer. Through his work, Wole Agba continues to inspire resilience, positivity, and personal growth while consistently redefining excellence in digital entertainment.
All right, thank you, everyone. Good afternoon, distinguished guests, partners, ladies and gentlemen. If you are happy to be here once again, put your hands together for yourself. I'm glad and delighted to be here today because I can say today is much more than the official launch of this platform. We thank God we've been part of the family before now. And also, I want to say a big thank you to all the members, management of Kolomoni for having us here today. I personally have been part of Kolomoni for over 2-3 years now. You can bear me witness, and I'm glad we have our fathers and my daddy and my brothers joining us on this race. And Kolomoni did for you. May I like to welcome my daddy right about now to say one or two things. Daddy, are you active? I'm glad Dele Omowoli has been here for years now. So the day someone called me from Kolomoni that, hello, they want to come and see Wole Agba, I said, wow, that is amazing. And today, Wole Agba is here to join us. Please celebrate my daddy.
Thank you so much. Good day to you, GMD, the MD, the entire team management of Kolomoni. Today, I stand here with deep gratitude and humility, and of course to be a part of this great platform, Kolomoni. I want to say that I do not just take this as an honor, but as a call to represent the values and vision of this brand. And I want to assure you that by the special grace of the Almighty God, we are going to ensure that we increase the volume of the values and all that Kolomoni stands for. And I must say this, one of the reasons why I felt I need to be a part of this is just because I remember many times I traveled to the US. This is true life story. And I have to send money to my wife and children back here in Nigeria. So last year when I traveled to the US, and then I had to open Kolomoni accounts for them. So when I opened Kolomoni, traveling from US, I put money in that account. It was able to, because of the limit that Kolomoni, Kolo now, because of the limit on the money, my wife could not spend anyhow. I was able, Kolomoni was able to help my wife to prioritize her spending. She had to arrange it on scale of preference. So, and it was advantageous to me. As I was hustling there, my money was saved at home with them. So for the very first time in my histories of traveling, I had to come back home and see me money in the account of Kolomoni that I left with them here in Nigeria. So I must say, I feel really delighted to be a part of this. And this is what we need in our everyday. And for the respect that we all have for Kolo, my wife had to respect the limit on Kolomoni. Thank you so much. And I'm so delighted to be a part of this community. And together with my son and my IPM members, all of Dele has been with you for a long time. So I need to let you know that
Daddy is here now.
the lion is here now.
Kiba!
Thank you.
Your fans are here, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is not the end of the unveiling for the media team, MIT Law. Right about now, again, I would not know how best to introduce him, but I would introduce him to the best of my abilities. When you find somebody who does his work so well that people start to mimic or imitate that person just for the fun of it and the excitement that comes with it, it can only signal one thing, that the person has done or is doing an amazing job. The person whose name I'm about to call to join us up here as we unveil our brand ambassadors today is somebody whose name nowhere in the corners of this country you would mention, and they don't already know who he is, what he does, and how well he does what he does. And on that note, please, I'd like us to make some noise even before I call his name at all. Jam your hands together as a welcome none other but Odunlade Jonathan Omoade Kola. Please jam your hands together for him as he steps forward. I can assure you there's nobody in this hall here that is taller than or as tall as him, except for maybe Password in the hall here today. Ladies and gentlemen, it is one of your ambassadors.
Odunlade Adekola
is an award-winning actor, filmmaker, producer, director, entrepreneur, and one of the most influential figures in the Nigerian entertainment industry. With a remarkable career spanning over 2 decades, he has become a household name through his outstanding performances in hundreds of films, earning numerous accolades and the admiration of audiences across Africa and beyond. Renowned for his versatility, charisma, and ability to bring characters to life,
Odunlade
has played a significant role in the growth and global recognition of Nollywood. Beyond his achievements on screen, he is a mentor to emerging talents, a respected leader within the creative industry, and a strong advocate for youth empowerment and community development. His enduring impact continues to inspire millions, making him one of Nigeria's most celebrated cultural icons.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. So me, I will not make it formal like Mr. Dele Omo Woli Agba. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so delighted. Oh yeah, open. Thank you so much. Anytime you see me from today, if you are one of the staff of Kolomoni, don't call me Odunlade Adekola. Call me Kolo, and I will answer you money. Please let me hear you now. Money. 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 Eshegon. I am not ambassador. I am a family. So don't call me ambassador. Call me Kolomoni family. As from today, thank you so much. I really appreciate the great minds behind this wonderful brand. Thank you, MD. God bless you. And DMD and my great Oga, thank you so much. There is no way you will meet GMD and something about you will not change that particular time. Shemo Paro? Hey! I know something about me will also change today also. GMD, God will bless you. The great man, Excellency John Adedamola Alamo.
God will bless you, sir. Thank you so much for inviting me to this wonderful brand. Ever since I've been with Kolomoni, I've been so happy. Anytime I see that particular app, you know me, man, doing. So I'm so happy to be with this family. And I'm saying a very big thanks to all the great minds behind this wonderful brand. It's a wonderful thing. The very first time they called me for Kolomoni, I said Kolomoni. They said yes. So I will not join this family me to be telling me that I have been there for this 2019. This one said I've been there 3 years ago. I invited Woli. I've been with Kolomoni 2017. I've been with Kolomoni 2022. So the very first time they called me from Kolomoni, they said, Kolomoni, Mr. Don. I said, Kolomoni. Said, yes. It's a app, yes, that you can transfer money from your account to another account. They said, yes. That's good. Let me download the Kolomoni. I'm coming. I now downloaded the app. I put money in that app. And there is one of my guys with me. I sent 50,000 naira to his account. How far? Show Tiri. Hold on, Tiri. Listen, my worry. I called another guy from Abuja, one of my friends. And I said, wait, I'm going to send something to you now. Please help me check it. And I transfer 100,000 naira to him. And he said he has seen it. Oh, Tiri, I just called them back. Kolomoni, how far? What are you saying? You want me to be with the family? No problem. And ever since then, everybody around me, they love Kolomoni. I have more than 150 students. Every one of them, compulsory, you must download Kolomoni app. If you are in my house and I want to send money to you, you must send your Kolomoni account to me. If you have been following me on my page, if I want to send anything to you, you must send your Kolomoni account. So, let me hear my name again. Money. God bless you. We are here together for life. Thank you so much.
Please jam your hands together for Mr. Odunlade Adekola. So now, I'd like to invite us to the center of the stage. And I'm going to invite the MD to join them as well for photos, right after which the MD would invite the GMD to join as well. Ladies and gentlemen, on very knock in Dubai and Law, you know, they pass like that. Now we know the persons who are associated with the brand, persons whose name, image, face are attached very much to the brand. Any other face, image, or name that you see that was not unveiled here today that makes both to claim themselves as ambassador would only be the rest of us here who use Kolomoni frequently. Anybody outside of that bracket is an imposter that we must indoctrinate. I intentionally use the word indoctrinate into the Kolomoni ecosystem. Ladies and gentlemen, we have here today our brand ambassadors. DJ, over to you. Thank you very much, Mr. DJ. All right, on that note, we're about to mention a few things again. All right, just seeking some things for clarity's sake. I mentioned before that aside from the ambassadors that we've unveiled here today, those of us who are seated here today, users of Kolomoni, are also ambassadors. However, there are key persons who we tag as ambassadors who are also faces of the brand at different levels, different parts of society, and in serving different functions. And these are persons that I'm going to be inviting our MD once again. We've invited you like a million times already here to mention their name as sort of a soft unveiling of these persons. So ladies and gentlemen, over to the MD Kolomoni, Mrs. Samira Adebiyi. Thank you, DJ.
Okay, good afternoon once again. Thank you to our ambassadors. Thank you first of all, for taking up the mantle to be our ambassadors and for gracing the occasion. Like the MC has said, we don't just have these ambassadors. We also have opportunities for ambassadors in schools, in offices, on the streets. So if you're interested in being an ambassador, talk to Idris. Idris, come up. We have very interesting incentives for anyone who wants to be an ambassador. I would want to keep you a bit curious. I won't tell you what it is, but trust me, it is very lucrative. And you can actually become the next CEO, like my GMD, from your campuses or from your offices. So if you're interested and you want to be an ambassador and make passive income, Idris is a person to talk to. So he will just be standing at the back. Please just reach out to him. You will not be disappointed. Thank you.
All right, that is to say that if you're interested in being a brand ambassador for the brand, that is being a part of the story from this year to the next 10 years, where they're going to unveil you as an official brand ambassador on stage, start with the journey, clock in and clock it now. So if you want to join to be an ambassador of the brand, please, you already know who to speak with. Would you like to say a few more words? No. All right, please jam your hands together for the MD Kolomoni, Mrs. Samira Adebiyi. Don't worry. Yeah, I have Kolomoni account here. I have yours as well. So one transfer is going to happen definitely. Before I proceed, ladies and gentlemen, would you permit me to have a little bit of interaction with Mr. Odunlade Adekola? So, Emma, worry. While he was speaking, he said a few things that I held on to. The moment you open an account, and the first activity on that account is to be sending money to people, it shows that your net worth is what? Okisibe. So by the special grace of God, I put it to you and I say it, that before we leave here today, I'm going to hear boom in my Kolomoni accounts. Are you serious? I will send it to you. Oh, Silova, by the grace of God. Thank God, I'm so happy. After here, I can just be going. Sir, no, you are Kolo. You are Kolo. You leave the DMD. All right, we're proceeding. We're moving very fast. And on that note, I said before when we started, I said the word Kolo, I want somebody who's going to create an abbreviation out of it. So if you're here and you already have that, please be prepared, because very soon I'm going to be calling you up here to get your boom from me as a result of that. On that note, we're going to be speaking to something very remarkable and important. However, before we proceed, I'd like to recognize the presence of somebody here who, again, is another Ogole Badon, glory of Oyo State. We're always happy and delighted to see him every time. We are always happy to see him shine and thrive in different spaces. Ladies and gentlemen, he's an entrepreneur, he's a public speaker. I say public speaker and I say public speaker extraordinaire. A few times I've heard him speak. He has spoken so well that one way or the other, I had things and I've had things that are reflecting to my life today because of him. Ladies and gentlemen, please jam your hands together for Ashiwaju Sheun Fakorede. Thank you very much, sir, for being with us here today. On that note, media team, you ready for me? Very shortly, the light setting in this room is going to change, and our attention will be on the main screen here. And what is going to be showing on this screen is something very, very important for the brand, which is the brand's legacy, right? It is where the brand started from. The inception of the idea, what came together, what was the innovation, what was the concept. She's coming to whisper more things. Sa, ma. I'm going to switch my character now because I want us all to pay attention to this. So please, for those of us at the back, who for one reason or the other might have distractions beside us, please, let's do well to cue those distractions right now. For what we're about to show on the screen is the first time ever in this world and in this lifetime that anybody here today is going to be seeing and hearing this story. It is a story of our legacy, the story of the brand, the story of how this came about so that we can understand very well the intentionality behind the brand and all that we stand for and we do. Again, the theme of the event is Take Control. I hope that as we watch this, we're going to see more reasons to take control of our finances via, vis-a-vis, and through Kolomoni. Ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, thank you very much as you pay attention to what the media team has for us.
Wealth has never been just about money. It was always about meaning. The truly wealthy understand that wealth begins not with what you hold, but what you build. The Kolo taught us to plan. It taught us discipline, patience, and financial accountability. It showed us to make sacrifices today for a better tomorrow. It became a rite of passage where dignity and hard work meet hope. Today, that same legacy of timeless trusted banking lives on, reborn as Kolomoni, the trusted and rewarding way to grow. With Kolomoni, we not only take control, we take our place in the world. Download the Kolomoni app today. Kolomoni Microfinance Bank, your financial safe space.
My friend, just as lion know the born goat, you were born for great things. So take your place now among the greats by taking total control of your money with Kolomoni Personal Bank. You want to save better? No lily. Kolomoni Spend and Save. We help you save a portion of your money anytime you spend it. And your money will be collecting correct interest for you. Until get here, and when you are spending, Kolomoni makes paying so easier with Snap to Pay. Just use the app. Snap the photo of the account details, and Kolomoni will run your payments. Along Dungo. Shofego. Now Kolomoni, me and my people, they take step up anytime we get money matter. So you too, take your place with Kolomoni. Download the Kolomoni Personal Banking app now. Whoa, Otidobe.
All right. Permit me to speak Yoruba once again. Oro lesigboye. That is to say, for every person who seated here today, definitely you are part of the story, you're part of the brand, and you can go outside, go ye into the world, and evangelize what Kolomoni is. Particularly the reason why I would say that we should do this is not because, oh, we've been invited here today, for some reason or the other we got an invite, but because this is a platform, this is a product for us and by us. Throughout the entire panel session, we heard the entire conversation and we saw how this platform, this product is particularly very good for us and designed specifically to serve us. On that note, we're about to wrap up. However, before we wrap up, I'd also like to recognize the presence of somebody who has been doing an amazing job to make sure that the taste bud of Ibadan persons, right, is uniquely blessed. I mean, there are different jokes you see on the internet about Ibadan and parfait, right? and all of these things. And I'm so glad that we can have this person here today. Madam Olainka, please stand up for recognition. Let's see you. If you don't know her, what are you drinking in Ibadan? Ladies and gentlemen, we're wrapping up. We're moving to the end of things here today. And on that note, there's a closing remark. And for that, I'd like to please beg us and implore us that closing remark is not where we start to step outside or distract the other person seated next to us who is looking to build their wealth. But it is the point in the event where we particularly listen for the final part of the beat and nuggets that encapsulates and encloses everything. And for that, I'd like to invite somebody very special. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say that when you see his suit, you know that, yes, this person is doing very well for himself as an individual and as a part of the Kolomoni ecosystem and empire. Please, when I call his name, do all to jam your hands together for nobody else but Mr. Nat Ude, as he steps forward to give the closing remark, which is tagged, "This is just the beginning of our promise to you." Please continue jamming your hands together until he steps forward to take the microphone
Make
from
welcome Nath Ude, the Group Chief Executive Officer, Capital Sage Technology.
Once again, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for making it a day with us. As the host has nicely mentioned, this, even though I'm taking a closing remark, is not a closing of the event. It's actually a beginning of the day to start. We've had a lot of themes today, but the key thing for us today is around taking control. And there are some joke that myself and GMD used to make. At times we usually say, anywhere we go with the Kolomoni brand, we should colonize the place. Okay, so we usually use that, say, colonize the place. So it's something that you should also start getting to. So this is your financial safe space. And I'm not saying it because I'm here. I'm saying it because that is the truth. I want to thank everyone. This is actually riding at the back of a very strong technology. Let me mention something that a lot of people here may not know. From our core banking to every app we use, they are all Nigeria made. You didn't hear that? They were all made in Nigeria. So we do not have some FX disbursement somewhere because we are paying some people that are bringing things all over. We made them here. The people that created most the things, they are all made here. So what's the promise we are given? The promise we are given is this: everything we have today is highly scalable. What do we mean by being scalable? It means, therefore, that as the volume is growing, as complexity is coming in, we are in a position to adapt quickly. And that's actually some of the things our people need to be very comfortable with. We are highly scalable. We are getting to a stage, and we will announce it very soon, where even when there are, as the GMD mentioned, that maybe there are network issues, and we've disappointed you, we will pay for it. You didn't hear what I said. I said we will pay for it. Well, we'll pay for inconvenience we have caused you. That is the kind of confidence we are trying to give to people, because that is where that's how you earn, part of the ways you earn a trust. So I want to thank you so much for coming, but most importantly, for being a huge ambassador. And if I may take my brother's comment, that it's not just the ambassador now, we're also family. You know, the advantage of being a family is that you cannot run away from your family, which means that once in a while there will be areas that you don't like. As a family member, you come back to the table and say it so that it can be corrected. It's not an opportunity to take a walk. But we are assuring you that we are in a very long walk. And that is a walk for prosperity, towards prosperity for everyone. If you look and listen to some of the products we have shared today, you will realize that there is something for everybody, whether you're in the corporate sector, whether you're in SME sector, or whether you're an individual. We have, when we say take control, we are saying take control of your finances, take control of things that concern you. But let me share something else that we are also taking control. When they were asking me a question earlier today, I said, part of our own take control is we will identify your pain points and we will take control of fixing it. That is our own brand promise. So on that note, I want to thank everyone for making it a day with us. And just to reiterate that the journey has just begun. It is the beginning of a new day, and it's the beginning of this is not just a launch. It is a launch of just to demonstrate that the ship has sailed, and you and I will be part of the beneficiaries as we march along. Thank you so much, everyone, and God bless you.
It's Kelpie Vibes.
Yeah. Thank you, my GCEO. Thank you. I forgot to mention something very important. When I talked about the ambassadors, I don't think I sold it enough. So for every ambassador that we have, for every account that you bring in, there's an incentive. The incentive, it might look very small, but just think about it in the multiples of numbers that you're going to bring for us. So for every customer you bring that is onboarded and does a transaction, you get the sum of 500 naira. But think about it. If you bring 1 million customers at 500 naira, that comes up to, it's enough for you to start a business. So please, there's an incentive, and there are more that we'll talk about when you see Idris. But just know that we're not asking you to be ambassadors for free. There's money attached to it. Thank you. Have a great day.
All right, as the group MC, I'm going to be adding my own to it and saying once again that if you're looking for a side hustle, don't even think of it as being an ambassador for the brand. Think of it as side hustle. Every person you bring into the business, into the fold, into the ecosystem, you get 500 naira. Now imagine getting 10,000 people, getting 1 million people, 1 million souls, times 500, that's 500 million. You are richer than so many of us here. Ladies and gentlemen, your excellencies, it is on this note that we're about to close off things. But before we close, I had sent an assignment into the entire group asking that if you find anybody who's able to make an abbreviation out of Kolo and step forward here to give us that there is something for you. So if you are that person, please step up already. Let's have you all step forward. If you already have an abbreviation in your mind for Kolo as per Kolomoni, please just step outside already. So if you have an abbreviation for Kolomoni, come up on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about to be a war zone. DJ, very low under the sound of my voice, please. Very low under the sound of my voice. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, your attention, please. Ushers, coordinators, please let's do well to coordinate the hall so that it is not rowdy from the back and then affecting what is going on all the way in the front. Thank you. Oh my days. Let's spread it, let's spread it, let's spread it. All the way. All the way. I know girl on our budgets for Ando. GMD, sir. This was not my plan. Me will need you $5,000. Spirit move from winner law. Want to why yampia by you. All right. We're going to start from our mommy, our auntie, our CEO here, our taste board organizer here. So the assignment all day has been that looking at the words that starts the brand, Kolo, K-O-L-O, what abbreviation are you going to give that brand? For which we'd all do a family consensus here and agree that this is the one we are going with. And that is why I specifically asked for our attention to them. So, I'm going to need an assistant. I'll just take note of the things they are saying so that nobody will say that that's not what I said when they hear later. I think, okay, we have it written down. Very good. Did you write yours down? You did, yeah. Kolomoni, they bar for my head. We're going to start with you. You tell us your name and then what abbreviation you've given to Kolomoni. Just the Kolo part and then we'll add the money. All right, let's have it.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. So the K stands for knowledge. I mean, financial literacy is the foundation of wealth. Then the O, opportunity. With the right financial support, opportunity becomes accessible, right? Then the L, leverage, is a powerful financial word because it reflects using resources, credits, and investment to create growth. Then lastly, the O, ownership. The ultimate goal is owning assets, businesses, and securing a better future. Thank you.
When a businesswoman speaks, you know. All right, we've heard us already. Atikba, Atikba. We've heard us, Abi. Pen down. Next. Ma, don't go. Okay, you can go have your seat so that your legs are not, aching. Yeah. Let's have you.
My name is Oluwamaya Michael, and based on what I've heard about Kolomoni, I said keys to lot of money.
Keys to a lot of money.
Keys to lots of money. So based on the K, Kolo is K. I use keys, which the money there is the MONE, money. Then the whole two. Then
the O is what, sir?
So I translate it to keys to.
Keys to
lots. That the hell there is
here together
of money. That is of money.
Of money.
Alright. Good afternoon, everyone. So, with me, I have here is keep on living outstandingly, which means with Kolomoni, you can keep on living your life while we manage your finances for you. So that's keep on living outstandingly. Then for the money, I have managing our naira intelligently. That's what we do at Kolomoni.
Wait, wait. Hey, she's a machinery. She's been saying that's what we do at we do.
Kolomoni.
Okay, so please go over it one more time so that we have that.
Okay, so I said for all Kolomoni customers, we are saying Kolomoni, keep on living outstandingly. Like be out there. You don't have anything to worry about.
People are brilliant, so.
Kolomoni has your back. So we are managing our naira
intelligently. Please jam your hands together for her. We're going to come back to all of these abbreviations eventually so that we agree on one. Let's have yours.
All right. K for me is knowledge.
K for her is knowledge.
O is opportunities.
O is opportunities.
Because when you have the account, if you see an opportunity or an offer, you'll be able to yeah.
You'll
be able to apply for opportunities when you start saving money and all of that. And L is loan.
Oh.
You can apply for loan and get it. O is offers. You can, if you have an offer, maybe you want to buy a land or something, you can quickly save the money and then use it to buy it. And M, I wrote M as money, O as operation, N as networking, I as innovation, because the idea is very innovative.
You came with them, Abby? And I saw it, be. Before we proceed, right, I'm sending them back to their seats because I want us to do something. Whichever one of them strikes out the most to us, by the time they are all back to their seats, we'll mention that one, and whoever was in charge of that will step forward, come and collect their $5,000. Let's hear from you, Ma.
Okay, for me, I said K is keep.
K is keep.
Then O is organizing.
O is organizing.
Then L is long term.
Long term.
Then O is opportunities.
Opportunities. Keep organizing long-term opportunities. People sabi buko.
Then M is managing. Then O is outstanding. N is net worth. Then I is intelligently. So keep organizing long-term opportunities, managing outstanding net worth intelligently.
Please jam your hands together for her and keep her in mind, though, in case she's your winner.
Okay. My name is Darasimi Adibola. Yeah.
We have a long line of people. Let's do sharp.
So, according to what I've heard about Kolomoni today, I'm able to form my Kolo to be knowledgeable Since we are knowledgeable. The
Knowledgeable.
Yeah. And the O is omnipotent. That is everywhere.
Omnipotent.
Everywhere.
Oh, Lagbara.
Then-
God is here.
So there's no way you will go to that. You can't use money, Kolomoni there. And the L is loyalty. We are loyal. Then the second O is opulent. That is, we are wealthy. And the MON is make our network invisible.
Hey. Please jam your hands together for him. That was definitely amazing. Please and please again, keep in mind those responses. Whichever one strikes out to us the most would call up on stage. Let's have it.
Thank you. I'm Inoxstar. So
Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, attention please. Ladies and gentlemen, attention please.
So K is control. Normally control starts from C. But yeah, I'm using control.
We control the control.
Yeah, exactly. So my control is starting from K. So K is control because with Kolomoni, you have control over your money. Just like the Mr. Shegun that talked about security. He said that, you can say it proudly, that for many years to come, your money is safe. And also, Woli Agba also said that when he traveled to US, his wife was not able to spend more than she should. So with Kolomoni, you have control over your money. So O is overtake, which means that if there are two opponents, or let's say I'm a businessman, my opponent is also a businessman. If I'm using
because you are using Kolomoni,
I'm able to overtake him by a lot of things that Kolomoni have set up in the business.
Okay.
L is level up, which means that with Kolomoni I can level up my business, I can level up my personal life. Even if me and someone want to pay money, we snap and pay. I'll just snap it and he will still be pressing the account number.
That is, you have leveled up. Amazing.
Even live, I'm leveling up with Kolomoni. Then the second O is organize, which means that Kolomoni helped me to organize my money, organize my life, everything I want to do. Thank you.
Please jam your hands together for him. He has done his best. We're going to know at the end of it all if his best was best enough.
Good day, everyone. My name is Samuel Okomolafe.
This brother, Okomolafe, you don't shop the first $5,000. You want to shop another one. Let's have it already.
So my own K stands for knowledge. With Kolomoni, you have more financial knowledge generally. My O stands for organized, meaning you will be well organized financially. My L stands for leverage, and I use L also for lawyer. And my O, the other O, stands for outstanding. Then my M stands for money. My O stands for on. My N stands for network, and my I for intelligence. That's money or network intelligence. So that's my own on Kolomoni.
Everybody shout a day intelligence. Thank you very much. Please, I hope that we're noting down the persons that have stood out for us and most remarkable so that we're not stressing about picking the final winner at the end of the day.
Okay, good day, everyone. My name is Ife Dolapo. So, actually, I probably this is the second time I'm hearing about the bank. And today I downloaded the app. So they scan to pay. So initiated what I want to say. So I just give a full meaning. Knowledge of leading online money operations, network, and innovation.
Knowledge of living online money operations.
No, knowledge of leading
online money operations, network,
and innovation.
Well, I'm actually you. Let's have the next person. Please hand in the microphone. I hope we're noting them down so that we can always call the one that stood out the most for us. Let's have it, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Isaac Ogoyambo, a creative idea strategist. So I have come to know, understand, and accept that the core mission of a microfinance bank is to unlock financial doors and also create opportunities for people in their own communities. So I'm putting KOLO as key opportunities, local ownership.
Key opportunities, local. We're going to have new slogans and taglines for Kolomoni at the end of this. Take it one more time, please.
Key opportunities, local ownership.
Ownership. Key opportunities, local ownership. Please jam your hands together for him. Let's hear it from the Gen Zs.
Okay, I'm Oladele Robia, and since the name Kolomoni came from the idea of Kolo, my abbreviation goes thus. Kolo oft local Ojoro.
Come again,
Kolo
come again.
overcame local Ojoro.
Oh, Kolo overcame local Ojoro.
Good day, everyone.
Sorry. Ìyẹn ni pé Ojoro cancel with Kolomoni. Let's have it.
Good day, everyone. My name is Lawani Serena. So I was opportune to be in this program today, and I actually learned a lot from a lot of people, from the panelists and everybody. So this is just my own little creative thought.
No, don't call it little. It's something, no, it's not little.
So I just came up with this, like, dying moment, actually. I didn't have anything for the money, but for Kolo, for me, is keeping our lives organized. Because Kolomoni is a family app. It is for everybody, businesses, the youngsters, those that are planning savings, everybody. So keeping our lives organized. So when you say Kolomoni, keeping our lives organized.
Thank you very much. Hand over the mic to somebody else.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Adenuga Philip, a student of University of Ibadan. So, with the theme of today's event.
So, my brother here has a baritone voice, and for that reason, it might be difficult for us to hear him if there is other voices coming from the audience. So, please, ladies and gentlemen, your attention once again. Change from the baritone, reduce the baritone small. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Adenuga Philip, a student of the University of Ibadan. Yeah. So with the theme of today's event, Take Control. Taking control isn't just a mood or a slogan.
My brother, wait. Be confident. Don't worry about me. Just face them and tell your truth.
So it requires a system to take control. Historically, a kolo was a wooden box Nigerians used to take control of their loose change away from daily temptations. So today, Kolomoni evolves that icon into a digital operating system for financial discipline. Kolo, K-O-L-O, I call it the control system position. So K stands for keep. You can't take control of your wealth if your money is leaking through impulse spending and bank charges. Kolomoni helps you keep every naira. O, optimize. Taking control means making your money work for you, not letting it sit idle. Kolomoni lets you optimize your fund through high yield interest. L, lock. True control requires discipline. Kolomoni gives you lock mechanism to protect your savings from bad financial decisions. And O, outperform. When you control your habits, you control your outcome. Kolomoni enables you to outperform inflation, traditional banks, and financial anxiety. So when you think of Kolo, remember, keep, optimize, lock, and outperform. Thank you. Again, keep, and when you remember Kolomoni, and when you think of Kolomoni, remember, keep, optimize, lock, and outperform. Thank you.
Oshe. My brother, come. You see the direction I'm looking at? So that they will not know the person, so that I not go and boggle him later. Look at that direction. There's somebody there, he has 50K for you because of how you've handled yourself here today. What's the win, now? But don't worry, we still got that. So look at him over there, just go and meet him. He would give you, because I don't know why, but you know that's how God works. Nobody can explain it, but he's won himself 50K. You might be the next winner of 100K here. Somebody is here today. Now I might just give you 100K. I claim it in the name of... Let's go.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Temiloluwa Timothy Agbeniga. Which I want to talk with, everybody never talk. Me no just be like, say I know.
Talk your own.
Now, for Kolo, I said K stands for Kobo. O stands for organized. L stands for legacy. And O, the last O stands for optimized. Kobo, organized. Legacy, optimized. It means that when your small resources are being managed, from the word Kolo now, we were keeping our kobo, small money. So all this small money that we are not like putting our attention on, that we are not paying our attention on, then gradually that legacy is being optimized. So remember, kobo organized, legacy optimized. Thank you.
Amazing. My brother, I'm not sure if I answer again. Okay, let's have yours.
Good day, everyone. My name is Akintoba Precious. So my own abbreviation of Kolomoni is K stand for key, O stand for off, and L stand for lasting. Then the last O stand for opportunities. So it means key of lasting opportunities.
Really amazingly, wow.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Solideli Omobolaji Abosede. I'm here just to tell I'm a business woman. I want to introduce the Kolo POS to my business partner here. Let every one of us try to have the POS. I know Kolo have POS. Or don't you have it? So that's what I want to tell my business partner. Let us add the Kolo POS and go for it for the business. Thank you.
Jam your hands together for her. Ohun tó bá olúkálùkù. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Abdurazak Lukman, and my abbreviation for Kolo is that Kolo stand for keep, that is to maintain. O stand for our, which means the users and the community's money.
Our own.
Then, our own. Then L stand for liquidity, which means money that is actually available to spend. Then the last O stand for optimize, which means Kolomoni is ready to optimize, at least to make our liquidity, our money available for use, and Kolomoni is actually ready to make the money efficient and effective for use. So my abbreviation for Kolo stands for keep our liquidity optimized. Thank you.
Keep our liquidity optimized. Olagbaraj.
Wow.
You say wow.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Oluwaseyi Odubekun, and permit me to appreciate that copper because she said what I wanted to say. So that's the truth, honestly, because to me, Kolomoni is it came from the local savings, So it is keeping our lives organized, and she said it already. I wanted to go and sit down, but they said I should come and say it. Kolo. All right.
Well, wait. That soap that you bath. Sorry. What gave me anyway? Let's have one last person.
My name is Shalom Teacher.
Sir, is here.
Yeah. For the Kolomoni, Kobo, Okere, Londi, Odindi.
Hey! Kobo, Okere, come back, sir. Kobo, say it yourself.
Kobo, Okere, Londi, Odindi.
Kobo, Okere, Londi, Odindi. Please put your hands together for every single one of them that have stepped out today to speak. All right, I would ask one question and then we'll wrap things up. But before I ask that question, ladies and gentlemen, can I have attention, please? Before I ask that final question, right? What I want us to do today here is take a step that advances your wealth. Take a step that advances your wealth, and that is to mix with people here today. Talk to persons. Sell your business. Sell your brand. Sell your ideas. Sell what you stand for. Perhaps in exchange, your network will increase. And they say, what? Your network is your net worth. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a wonderful one out here today. But before I go, are we voting for anybody to win the 5K? Who is our winner for the 5K prize? And you're more Yoruba Isha. Okay, let's have Brother Kobo step outside. Uncle Kobo, let your Lodindi please step outside. Who's our winner on this side? Who's our winner on this end? We had somebody on this end that they were clamoring for. Please step forward as well. Wait now, wait. Step forward as well. Do we have any other unanimous that we agree that person has to win? Any other person that has to win by all means? Sheikh Bukwaloma win ni. Man, no, it's still easier now. It's not there again. You know what? The idea. So come, please, come on stage. Come on stage. Don't worry. Come on stage. It's all ours. We paid for this place today. I'm at Loboba Shewuani. So just the four of them, Abi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's start. It's not by shouting, no. It's by impact. It's not by noise. At Kolomoni, we don't make noise. If you are using Kolomoni, you know we hearing chring, chring, chring. We don't make noise, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What was your abbreviation spread or your explanation of Kolo?
Kolo overcame local Ojoro.
Kolo overcame local Ojoro. Wait now, wait. Yours, ma.
Knowledge, opportunities, loan, offers.
Knowledge, opportunities. Calm down now. Do you want her to be feeling bad? She did not say that's not what she's. Don't worry. I know them. See, just mark their faces. Yes, ma.
Keeping our lives organized.
Keeping our lives organized. We're coming back to them.
Keep on living outstandingly.
Live large. Keep on living outstanding. Wait now. How do you want others to feel? How do you want others to feel?
Nítorí gẹ́gẹ́ bí òwe Yorùbá ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá wọ́n ní kóló tradition ni kọ́bọ̀ òkèrè ló ń di odindi.
Wait. So we're taking 2 persons off, and what I'm doing is very simple: waka or stay. So you guys decide and don't decide. I'm not the one deciding. Ladies and gentlemen, waka or stay. Waka or stay. Waka or stay. Kulu kulu. Wait. They say where 2 or more are gathered, there will always be disruptors. You see that table? Ladies and gentlemen, waka or stay. I know the Gen Zs are here. Wait, this table, wait. This side of the hall, wait. This side of the hall alone. Waka or stay. Waka or stay. Waka or stay. Okay, I'm going to do something right now. That auntie in hijab, please, ma, come forward, ma. Don't be shy. I will not stress you. I will not. The auntie in Nicole, please step forward. Fast. Sorry, camera. Rush. She can't rush. She can't run. She's going to be our decider. Wait now. It was you I was dealing with. We will deal with you people. Somebody has to remain. Oh, you want to leave? Please jam your hands together for her. Wait. At Kolomoni, there is never losers. Auntie, please stay.
Why do you want to leave?
So the rule of the game is abbreviation, not saying something that is, so we abbreviated not. So
Wait.
let me say something.
We don't want you to go. Go back there. Waka or stay. Alaja, don't worry. Thank you very much for coming out. Don't worry. Don't let stress you further. You know what we're going to do? Sir, may I ask for permission? The entire team, can I ask for permission? Can we please officially make them all ambassadors on a different tier entirely? Can we make them ambassadors with a different plan entirely? Whatever the regular plan for ambassadors is, that one is okay. Amazing. I know they do MC again. Oh. I want to come and say the meaning of Kolomoni. Anyways, let me just take your opinion. Okay. So it's a very long one, ladies and gentlemen. They are all getting the sum of 50,000 naira here now. Wait now. You people have not even heard anything yet. The second copper that came outside, please join the other copper, join her. Officially, you're being handed over to the MD. You're getting jobs here and now. From here and now, you're getting a job. And then for the middleman, sir, please step forward again. With all the confidence, Etukini SOC.
Gẹ́gẹ́ bí kóló ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá ni, ó ní ó kéré, ó pọ̀, ló ń di odindi.
And for him, he gets the sum of 100,000 naira here and now. Please jam your hands together for them all. Jam your hands together for them. Please, before you go, wait. Before you go and before we wrap up, so that they can hear boom boom. You can always add 3 for them. Your name once again, just express how you feel in this moment. Kojubelo.
My name is Lawani Serena, and I'm very, very surprised and shocked because I didn't want to come out at all. I just let me just say what's on my mind. And I'm kind of grateful for the opportunities that followed, saying what was on my mind. So, yes.
Somebody say glory.
My name is Olu Adamlola Makinde. I'm excited. Actually, I don't want to come out because I'm missed out. Thank you, everyone.
My name is Taiwo Olufunsho Bumi, aka Talon Chisa. I don't want to come out before, but I was as everybody are saying their own. My spirit just told me, you have this, what do they call it? You have the, let me just say, I have the lyrics. So my spirit told me to come out and do what I did.
Ladies and gentlemen, led by the Spirit.
Yes.
Next person. Please, you can just go that way. Please, whoever is going to assist, we make sure that they get their money. Please help out here.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Wait. We know your story already. No. You almost left.
You don't know my
But God
story.
said, no, today is your day. Now tell your own story. Let's hear it.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Fola Shade. I'm a YouTuber, a business owner, popularly known as Lulu Onikpata.
Yes, sir.
And I'm also a content creator. So, recently, I think about a month ago, I was still having that conversation with somebody that we don't have anything like tap and pay in Nigeria currently. And I was saying that it would be very, very nice for someone to come up with that idea and be able to do something that if you're on the bike or you are inside Mikra, you need to quickly collect money. You don't have to go into the POS shop and be saying, what's your account number? I can't find your account number. This number is not correct and all of that. It would be nice for someone to just, bring up an idea. And that was why I said the I in money stand for innovation, because the idea is very innovative. And, having something like this in Nigeria right now, like you can just tap and you're paying, it's very innovative and I love the idea. So, so the major reason why I came out, I didn't even know that there is a reward. It was after I said what I said that one of my friends there said, oh, there is a reward. I was like, oh, that's nice. I just wanted to tell the people that are in charge of this that this idea is very innovative. Come out and share my own abbreviation of what Kolomoni means to me. And thank you so much for the opportunity and I'm grateful for the 50K.
We love you. We love you. We love you. It's not fake love, honestly speaking. All right. Oh, sorry. Let's have you.
Okay, I'm Oladele Robia, a 300 level student of University of Ibadan. Initially, I didn't want to come out because I was like, what did I have to say in the midst of intellectuals? But people on my table just pushed me that.
Because you are an intellectual yourself, and they know.
Yeah.
Please jam your hands together for her. She also got 50K, and the second person who gets a job because he was, see, Kolomoni, better partner, better join.
My name is Abdurazak Lukman. All I can say is that destiny takes me here today, and I'm grateful to be here, and I'm glad to be here today, actually. Thank you.
Kolomoni, a brand taking people's destinies to the next level. Ladies and gentlemen, I said before you leave here today, make sure that you increase your net worth by increasing your network. On that note, I'd like to thank every person who has been with us here today, from the founder and GMD Capital Sage Holdings, Mr. John Alamu, to the GCEO Capital Sage Technologies, Mr. Nat Uday, the group head, founders, offices and sustainability, Mrs. Saloni Goyal, the MD, the CTO, CIO, head customer experience, CTO Kolomoni, head personal banking, head business banking, head credit sales, technical assistant, internal control manager, head of operations, branch manager, and of course the group company secretary. On behalf of every single name that I've mentioned and designation I've mentioned here, I'd like to say thank you to everyone who's here today, who has honored our invitation and taken time out of their time to be here with us today. On that note, I'll be saying my goodbyes from here. Once again, my name is Lumi Olotuagba Lumi. Presenter to Yayi, Soro to Yayi, Jagun Labs, Omo Badon, Tonkpe Arale, Bieni Paraoko. It is on that note with my long trousers that I say thank you very much and thank you for being with us out here today. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Good night. Oh, before we go, please, if you have lost your phone, please find the security guys. They have a phone with them. It's an Android phone. If you can't find your phone, please speak with the security guys and they will help you out with that. This is your chance to connect and network with Mr. Odunlade Adekola, with the GMD, with the GCEO, with everybody who here is a big name, with, of course, Seun Fakore. This is your chance to pitch yourself to these persons. This is your chance to pitch yourself to somebody beside you, seated next to you, to sell your brand, sell your business, sell your idea, and all of that. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, my name is Lumi Olotuagba. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Goodbye.
Papa hide money for ceiling, mama tie smoking for cloth. Say as long as he dey my hand, now so you go dey safe enough. But when rain begin to fall, and tomorrow look far from here, I need person where go stand when life they shake everywhere. Kolomoni, oh my dream, oh my future, oh my seed, oh yeah. No be only where I keep, I'm not the people where I believe. Kolomoni, oh my hand, as I hustle for my street. You they keep my money safe, you they keep my hope complete. Baby, you know that I'm in a choco. Baby, you know that I'm in a choco. Baby, you know that I'm in a choco. Angelina, you the cool in my temperature. If you call, I go come deliver. I no go fall in your hand never. So now me you could love forever. I'm a cocky no feeble like that. I'm a Angelina, I'm a Angelina. Man, I need to see you every day. We gotta stay in touch. And right now, moving ball or no, whether you like or not. Joe, my shake me carry lay. We this your big bomb bomb. You left me with no option, gone. I don't feel the night on God. And if you jack up, all I want is your love. Don't leave me, go. I don't go like if you forget it, baba. Cause the touch of my time, we give me your love. My face is go.
can't seem to take my eyes off of you, especially your bite and move. The way you hold that thing, me wanna hold that thing. Baby, let me take a look. Oh Lord, me want all the girls in the whole world.